Pit, tolong ambilin apa? Lakban kertas. Sebentar Mbak, lakban kertas. Ya, ada, MC ada di situ tuh Bu. Baik.
Halo, cek one, cek, cek, cek. Tuh, satu, satu, satu. Halo, cek.
Cek satu. Cek 1, 2, 3.
Kepada Bapak Ibu hadirin, bagi kita semua. Bapak, Ibu, rekan-rekan praktisi Contact Center, selamat bergabung dalam acara Contact Center Digital Conference and Exhibition bersama ICCA.
Yang terhormat Bapak Andi Anugrah selaku Ketua Indonesia Contact Center Association. Yang kami hormati Dewan Pengurus ICCA. Yang kami hormati para pembicara yang akan tampil sebagai narasumber pada rangkaian acara hari ini, serta seluruh peserta Conference and Exhibition yang berbahagia.
Alhamdulillahirrabbilalamin, puji syukur kita panjatkan kehadirat Tuhan Yang Maha Esa, karena atas berkat rahmat-Nya kita semua dapat hadir di sini dalam acara Contact Center Digital Conference and Exhibition 2022 bersama ICCA. Boleh saya minta tepuk tangannya? Baik, terima kasih. Sebelumnya perkenalkan, saya Syahadat Prakasa, perwakilan dari Bank BTPN, bersama rekan saya,
Maria Margareta dari PT PLN Persero.
dan kami berdua akan memandu rangkaian acara pada pagi hari ini.
Sebelum memasuki rangkaian acara hari ini, marilah kita bersama-sama menyanyikan lagu kebangsaan Indonesia Raya yang akan dipandu oleh Ibu Edmalia Rohmani dan dirangkai dengan pembacaan janji praktisi Contact Center yang akan dibacakan oleh Saudara Andri Nurlistianto. Hadirin sekalian dimohon untuk berdiri dengan hikmat.
Bapak, Ibu, dan hadirin sekalian, saya akan membacakan janji praktisi Contact Center Indonesia. Mohon dapat diikuti. Janji praktisi Contact Center Indonesia. Kami praktisi Contact Center Indonesia bertakwa kepada Tuhan Yang Maha Esa Kami praktisi Contact Center Indonesia menjunjung tinggi persatuan. Kami praktisi Contact Center Indonesia bekerja sama dalam persahabatan. Kami praktisi Contact Center Indonesia kreatif dan pantang menyerah. Kami praktisi Contact Center Indonesia tulus dan tuntas dalam melayani. Terima kasih.
Terima kasih hadirin sekalian, dipersilakan duduk kembali. Bapak Ibu, praktisi Contact Center yang berbahagia, tema acara Contact Center Digital Conference and Exhibition hari ini adalah Contact Center Recover Together, Recover Stronger.
Dan pada hari ini kita akan menghadirkan 16 pembicara yang akan membagikan informasi dan topik menarik untuk kita simak bersama seputar teknologi dan solusi Contact Center. Di antaranya BCA, Wani Sabu, Avaya, Juliet Lee, Tetherfy, Vinet Nayak, Genesis, Albert T, Talkdesk, Augustin Dupairat, Icon Plus, Ignatius Rendyoko, Ferin, Prasan Pande, Nice, Aksai Sawan, Sisko, Leonardo Sibarani, Poli, Depi Rahayu, Pintrako, Hendrik Gusuma, Prosa AI, Dadang Darmawan, Exhotel, Nikil Sarma, JDID, Surya Santoso, BTPN, Ridwan Nugraha, dan FATS, Jatmiko Wisnu Broto. Dan juga pada akhir acara kita juga akan melakukan lucky draw dengan hadiah notebook Xiaomi dan juga hadiah dari Polysync Portable Speakerphone.
Acara ini terselenggara atas dukungan dari para sponsor, diantaranya adalah Avaya sebagai platinum sponsor, kemudian ada Telexindo, Tetherfy, Genesis, Bank Mandiri, Icon Plus, dan Talkdesk sebagai gold sponsor. Kemudian ada Cisco Master System, Nice, Ferin, dan Arwa sebagai silver sponsor. Dan yang terakhir ada Bank BTPN, JDID, Prosa.ai, Poly, Farts, Pintraco, Snapshot, Twimbit, dan Exhotel sebagai bronze sponsor.
Baik, untuk menyemarakan acara pada pagi hari ini, dengan bangga ICCA mempersembahkan sebuah paduan suara yang dibawakan oleh praktisi Contact Center dari Halo BCA yang memiliki talenta luar biasa. Mari kita saksikan bersama alunan suara indah dari Voice of Halo BCA dengan judul lagu Sing.
Sing for your mama, eh? Sing for your papa, eh? Sing for the whole world, for your boy or girl, for one fan. KO on the beat, okay? I'm the human SOS. Go ahead, cause again, don't talk to the don't stop. No, wait.
Baik, boleh sekali lagi aplaus untuk Choir of Halo BCA. Baik, Bapak Ibu dan rekan-rekan yang berbahagia, selanjutnya kami mengundang Bapak Andi Anugrah selaku Ketua Panitia sekaligus Ketua ICCA untuk dapat memberikan sambutan dan membuka acara pada pagi hari ini. Kepada Bapak Andi Anugrah, kami persilakan.
Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Semangat pagi. Semangat pagi. Semangat pagi. Baik, terima kasih. Yang saya hormati Dewan Penasehat Ibu Itu, dan yang saya hormati pengurus ICCA dan rekan-rekan praktisi Contact Center yang saya cintai. Pertama-tama mari kita panjatkan puji syukur kehadirat Allah Subhanahu wa taala yang Maha Kuasa, Maha Penyayang, dan tentunya Maha Pemurah memberikan kita limpahan karunia sehingga kita bisa berkumpul hari ini di tempat ini. Rasanya kangen ya tempat ini ya. Sudah 4 tahun kita tidak berada di sini dan akhirnya bisa kembali ke sini ya. Tentunya karena kita semua diberikan berkah ya bisa berkumpul di sini. Semoga kita tetap bisa diberikan kesehatan dan keselamatan supaya bisa tetap memberikan pelayanan terbaik buat Contact Center Indonesia. Tentunya masa pandemik ini memberikan tantangan buat kita semua ya, dan syukur alhamdulillah akhirnya bisa kita laksanakan secara tatap muka. Setelah beberapa tahun kan kita laksanakan secara online. Dengan kebiasaan kita menggunakan aplikasi digital, sebetulnya kita telah mempertahankan model pelayanan di Indonesia untuk contact center dan tetap tumbuh ya dengan melayani masyarakat dan pelanggan kita. Untuk itu tema tahun ini kita mengambil tema yaitu Contact Center Recover Together, Recover Stronger ya. Sama dengan temanya G20 ya, bagian daripada upaya kita bahwa kita sama-sama ingin bertumbuh ya dan mempertahankan pelayanan ya, sama-sama kuat ya dalam melayani pelanggan. Nah, kita juga tidak lupa bahwa penting untuk kita engage dengan karyawan, kita bisa engage juga dengan pelanggan kita dan dalam memberikan solusi yang terbaik bagi pelanggan kita. Rekan-rekan Contact Center yang saya Sebagai rangkaian The Best Contact Center Indonesia tahun 2022 kami melaksanakan Contact Exhibition ini. Kami berupaya supaya kemasan ini menarik dan diisi. Kami mengundang para sponsor untuk berbicara dan juga melakukan exhibition. Mudah-mudahan ini menarik bagi kita semua. Rekan-rekan Contact Center yang saya hormati, Lomba The Best Contact Center Indonesia telah menjadi event yang kita nantikan sama-sama. Setiap tahun kita melaksanakannya dan lahir manajer-manajer terbaik, juga praktisi Contact Center terbaik yang bisa menghadapi tantangan-tantangan kasus-kasus pelayanan dalam industri Contact Center. Tentunya dalam kesempatan ini kami sebetulnya mengundang mayoritas juri yang menjadi juri individual dari Indonesia, supaya apa kita juga bisa bertemu tatap muka, bisa melihat mereka dari Zoom, dan kali ini kita bisa ketemu, kita bisa networking, saling bercerita. Tahun ini kita melihat banyak inovasi yang kita lihat dari peserta lomba. Tentunya banyak sekali ide-ide menarik yang kita bisa ambil dari hal tersebut, baik dari sisi contact center, operation, customer experience, dan digital media. Rekan-rekan yang saya hormati, hari ini kita akan menyaksikan tentunya banyak sekali insight yang mungkin bisa kita petik dari itu, ya, dan membuat kita bisa bertumbuh dalam pelayanan contact center. Special appreciation to all parties involved in the preparation of this activity, especially to all sponsor, Apaya as platinum sponsor, Bank Mandiri, Genesis, Icon Plus, Tetherv, and Telexindo as gold sponsor, Arua Master System, Cisco, Nice, Ferin as silver sponsor, Exhotel, Pintraco, Poli, Prosa, GDID, Bank BTPN, dan PETS sebagai as the bronze sponsor. Kami juga mengucapkan terima kasih kepada semua pihak yang membantu kami dalam kegiatan ini. Appreciation to all international speakers who took their valuable time to fly to Jakarta and share valuable experience about contact center. We hope that it will be valuable input for development of contact center in Indonesia. Secara khusus, selaku pengurus ICCA, mengucapkan terima kasih atas dukungan rekan-rekan panitia. Sebuah kolaborasi yang menantang, semangat bekerja sama dan dedikasi mereka siang dan malam menghadapi berbagai tantangan dalam menyiapkan acara ini. Rekan-rekan yang saya hormati, akhir kata, selamat menikmati kegiatan ini. Semoga kita memetik manfaat dari kegiatan ini. Tetaplah kreatif untuk beradaptasi terhadap kondisi saat ini. Mari kita tumbuh bersama melayani pelanggan dengan kemampuan digital, analitik, dan engagement. Semangat pagi, dan wabillahi taufiq wal hidayah. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Baik, boleh berikan tepuk tangan sekali lagi untuk Bapak Andi Anugrah. Terima kasih Pak Andi atas sambutannya.
Baik, selanjutnya kami undang Ibu Itu Heraindri selaku Dewan Penasihat ICCA untuk memberikan kata sambutan. Kepada Ibu Itu Heraindri kami persilahkan.
Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh, dan salam sejahtera untuk kita semua. Yang terhormat Bapak Andi Anugrah selaku Ketua Umum Indonesia Contact Center Association atau ICCA, yang terhormat para pembicara pada hari ini, dan yang kami sayangi Ibu Wani Sabu, salah satu pembicara pertama ya, sahabat saya sudah, ya mungkin kita sudah belasan tahun ya Bu ya, berjuang di ICCA. Dan yang terhormat juga, yang kami banggakan, seluruh peserta exhibition dan conference, para pengurus ICCA, para dewan juri, seluruh undangan yang hadir, yang telah meluangkan waktu, meringankan langkah di acara Contact Center Digital Exhibition and Conference ICCA hari ini di Gedung Bidakara. Salam sehat dan semangat pagi untuk kita semua. Boleh saya melanjutkan apa yang tadi disampaikan Pak Andi? Kalau saya mengatakan semangat pagi, kita jawab dengan pagi, 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 biar semangat tangannya di atas ya. Kalau kurang semangat kita ulang lagi. Baik? Semangat pagi.
Pagi, pagi,
Semangat pagi.
pagi, pagi, pagi.
Nah, sekarang pertanyaannya, kalau saya bertanya, siapa kita? Kita jawab ICCA, ICCA, ICCA. Ya, kita ulang dulu. Semangat pagi. Siapa kita? ICCA, ICCA. Tepuk tangan untuk semangat kita pada pagi hari ini. Ya, kita sudah bersama-sama belasan tahun menjadi keluarga besar Indonesia Contact Center Association. Semoga anggotanya bertambah lagi, ya. Kita bisa melayani Indonesia dengan lebih baik. Senang sekali bisa bertemu lagi hari ini setelah 2 tahun online. Jadi kita bisa bertatap muka kembali, suatu anugerah buat kita semua. Hadirin sekalian yang kami hormati, pertama-tama marilah kita panjatkan puji dan syukur kehadirat Allah Subhanahu wa Ta'ala, karena atas limpahan rahmat dan karunia-Nya kita dapat bersilaturahmi hari ini menghadiri exhibition dan conference di September ceria dalam keadaan sehat walafiat. Hadirin yang terhormat, kegiatan The Best Contact Center Indonesia atau Tbcci ini yang diinisiasi oleh ICCA tidak terasa sudah memasuki tahun yang ke-15. Betul ya Pak Andi, tahun ke-15? Atau 16? Ya. Sampai tahun 2022 ini, kita patut mengapresiasi bahwa Tbcci ini dapat bertahan bahkan terus berinovasi hingga belasan tahun lamanya. Inovasi lomba secara digitalisasi kita alami bersama saat pandemi melanda dunia tahun 2020. Tata cara, prosedur lomba berubah secara signifikan, yang awalnya tatap muka menjadi melalui video, melalui Zoom, dan lain-lain, tanpa mengurangi kualitas dari Tbcci dalam 3 tahun terakhir ini, yaitu 2020, 2021, dan 2022. Ini pecah telur ya, kita tatap muka sekarang. Hadirin sekalian, kreativitas dan inovasi digital yang diinisiasi oleh ICCA ini kita patut acungi jempol. Kolaborasi yang solid antara para senior dan tim milenial mampu mewujudkan sistem penjurian baru yang dikemas dengan sangat detail dan user friendly serta minim kendalanya. Sehingga bagi peserta lomba terasa lebih rileks, praktis, efektif, dan efisien. Para juri pun yang hadir di sini juga sangat semangat dan antusias karena penilaian menjadi lebih mudah, cepat, praktis, akurat, serta lebih fleksibel karena bisa dilakukan secara WFO, WFH, bahkan WFA. Itulah ciri dari digitalisasi, di mana era ini mau tidak mau harus kita hadapi dan kita lalui dengan positive thinking, rasa ingin tahu yang tinggi, semangat untuk berubah, dan maju terus untuk menjadi lebih baik. Pastikan perusahaan kita sudah implementasi digital experience. Perubahan akan terus terjadi dan menjadi lebih ringan bila kita mencoba dan menjalaninya dengan penuh antusias. Terbukti meski pandemi belum sepenuhnya usai, tahun ini Tbcci dengan 3 kategori utama yaitu individu, teamwork, dan korporat, serta 64 subkategori, sukses diikuti oleh 50 perusahaan serta 491 peserta individu. Hal itu mengindikasikan bahwa meski sedang pandemi, perusahaan yang berbasis layanan tetap semangat untuk berinvestasi di dalam peningkatan kapabilitas dan profesionalisme SDM-nya. Semangat sinergi antar peserta, antar perusahaan, dan para mitra ICCA ini juga harus kita jaga dan kita rawat terus. Bersama kita bisa, mari kita maju bersama. Artinya semangat G20 yaitu Recover Together, Recover Stronger telah diimplementasikan oleh seluruh anggota ICCA dan para mitra kerjanya. Hadirin sekalian yang berbahagia, seperti tahun-tahun sebelumnya, ibarat paket lengkap rangkaian kegiatan Tbcci ini selalu ada event yang kita nanti-nantikan, yaitu Exhibition dan Conference. Sebagai ajang sharing knowledge di seputar dunia layanan, juga sebagai ajang informasi, fasilitas, dan sistem layanan yang terkini. Silakan dieksplor dengan sebaik-baiknya semua yang ada di sini, dan semoga bermanfaat bagi diri kita, perusahaan kita, maupun masyarakat luas. Sekali lagi saya ucapkan apresiasi yang setinggi-tingginya kepada pengurus ICCA, tim PT Telexindo yang telah melaksanakan Tbcci, Exhibition dan Conference tahun ini dengan paripurna. Apakah ada pengurus yang hadir hari ini? Boleh berdiri para pengurus ICCA? Ada lagi? Mari kita beri tepuk tangan. Ya, kepada pengurus ICCA silahkan duduk kembali. Selanjutnya saya persilakan kepada para pembicara. Mungkin ada para pembicara sudah hadir di sini. To all speakers, please to stand up. Sudah ada yang hadir di sini? Baru Bu Wani ya, karena pembicara pertama. Baik. Hadirin saya muliakan, demikian yang dapat saya sampaikan pada kesempatan yang baik ini. Semoga Allah Subhanahu wa Ta'ala senantiasa meridhoi upaya pengurus ICCA dalam menyelenggarakan Tbcci, Exhibition, Conference, serta kegiatan-kegiatan edukasi lainnya seputar layanan. Harapan saya, semoga ICCA dapat menjadi contoh pengembangan contact center dan pengembangan teknologi digital sehingga dapat memberikan kontribusi yang optimal pada peningkatan layanan kepada pelanggan-pelanggan korporasi kita pada khususnya serta masyarakat pada umumnya. Terima kasih kami ucapkan kepada seluruh pendukung atas terselenggaranya acara ini. Selamat mengikuti Contact Center Exhibition dan Conference. Contact Center, Recover Together, Recover Stronger. Semangat pagi! Siapa kita? ICCA. Terima kasih. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Bapak Ibu hadirin sekalian, kita berikan aplaus yang meriah satu kali lagi buat Ibu itu Heraindri. Terima kasih Ibu itu Heraindri atas sambutan yang telah diberikan.
Baik, rekan-rekan praktisi kontak center, kita akan memasuki acara selanjutnya. Kami akan menghadirkan pembicara pertama dari Bank Sentral Asia, yaitu Ibu Wani Sabu, selaku Eksekutif Vice President yang akan membawakan topik Bangkit Bersama Melawan Fraud. Kepada Ibu Wani Sabu, kami persilakan.
Selamat pagi Pak Andi Anugrah, selamat pagi juga Bu Ituk, sahabatku dalam segala hal, dalam shopping, dalam diskusi kerjaan, apa aja gitu ya Bu Ituk. Kenal dengan Pak Andi, Bu Ituk, itu kenal Pak Andi pas saya menjadi kabironya Halo BCA, jadi masih manajer, kenal Pak Andi, kenal Bu Ituk pada saat kita berkompetisi di ICCA. Nah, hari ini saya tidak akan bercerita tentang Halo BCA, tapi saya akan cerita tentang seru-seruan gitu ya. Selamat pagi teman-teman sahabat Contact Center, good morning everyone, cauan gitu ya. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh, salam sejahtera buat kita semua. Kita mulai ya, karena menghemat waktu kita mulai. Aku posisinya enakan di mana? Sini, tengah apa? Dimanapun tetap cantik ya. Oke, lanjut. Hari ini saya tidak bercerita BCA tentang Halo BCA, tapi bagaimana kita bangkit bersama melawan fraud. Ini kok nggak jalan. Clicker saya nggak jalan. Oke, nah kenapa sih kita berbicara tentang fraud tapi dibawakan oleh saya kan orang kontak center, kok berbicara fraud hari ini? Nah itulah yang akan saya bawakan. Kita kayaknya kalau jadi kontak center nggak kontak center aja deh. Lanjut, klikku nggak nyala. Ini kayak lagi di CCW ya, klikernya bermasalah. Nggak nyala juga. Nah, ini yang minta. Yang mana sih? Ini. Sebentar ya, anggap aja iklan. Nggak nyala juga. Ada yang bisa clicker dari sana aja deh. Tapi tolong diperbaikin, saya nggak bisa sharing tanpa clicker. Iya. Lanjut, tunggu. Kalau saya tanya, apa sih menurut kita, semuanya mungkin kerja di kontak center kan? Kontak center itu kira-kira apa ya? Tempat apa? Layanan. Coba, kita ini kayak family 100 gitu ya, ini 100 orang disurvei layanan. Coba, layanan telepon, itu berapa orang yang menjawab layanan telepon? 28 saja. Terus apa lagi? Apa? Ini kok suaranya kecil? Oh, pengaduan, coba pengaduan. Pengaduan ada berapa? Ternyata tempat pengaduan 8 saja. Nah, kita coba lihat siapa sih di peringkat pertama, coba klik. Ternyata pemberi informasi. Kemudian selanjutnya pemberi informasi ada 37, service, ada yang jawab service 15. Kemudian operator sedih banget ya dianggap operator 12. Dan totalnya 100 orang. Kalau tuh lihat deh hasil survei aja mengatakan kontak center itu adalah tempat informasi, layanan telepon, servis, operator, tempat mengadu. Kalau misalnya kontak center kita seperti ini, nilainya B-, B saja. Nah berarti kita tuh harus ini dong, harus naik kelas dong. Kalau kita masih di posisi ini, ya nilai kita B aja. Susah dong masuk top 10 ICCA gitu ya, susah dong kalau masih seperti ini, susah. Masuk the best contact center Indonesia di top 10. Lanjut. Jadi kita tuh harus menjadi mighty contact center. Saya tuh mencari kata mighty itu sampai tanya ke ini nextnya. Oke, terima kasih. Nah, mighty, menjadi kontak center yang hebat kata Anggi, yang kuat, mighty kontak center. Bisa nggak sih? Bisa banget, cuman kita mau gerak apa enggak? Ya kita mau gerak apa? Nggak bisa lagi nih. Nggak bisa. Ini lama banget, oke deh. Kita sangat gampang menjadi the next level, naik level kita karena saat ini adalah zamannya digital. Di zaman digital kita sangat gampang untuk menaikkan mighty-nya kita lah ya. Kenapa? Ini contohnya di BCA. Transaksi BCA yang sudah digital itu 99,8% teman-teman. Hanya 0,2% orang masih ke cabang. Coba, ini teman-teman yang nasabah BCA ada? Ada. Tingkatkan saldo Anda ya. Kalau yang belum punya rekening BCA itu bisa pembukaan rekening lewat Pemol. Ini ada Mbak Jayanti itu bosnya Pemol gitu ya, bisa langsung buka rekening. Semuanya sudah digital. Nah, makanya kita menamakan diri kita brand in the sky. Brand in the sky itu apa sih? Tahu nggak teman-teman? Di zaman digital ini, kenapa saya bilang kita bisa berperanan lebih banyak? Karena apa-apa udah digital kan. Kita bisa membantu brand-brand kita sehingga nasabah kita tidak usah lagi ke brands. Misalnya kita provider, ganti kartu silakan datang ke cabang, apa-apa ke cabang. Akhirnya kita jadi tutup kartu. Jadi saya punya kartu salah satu provider, karena sesuatu hal kartu itu tiba-tiba tertutup. Terus gimana? Mengaktifkan lagi gimana? Harus bawa KTP ke branchnya. Boleh pakai surat kuasa karena saya mau minta karena saya nggak punya waktu untuk ke cabang. Nggak bisa pakai surat kuasa, harus saya sendiri. Akhirnya memang saya nggak pakai kartu itu lagi karena ya memang punya kartu lain kok. Telkomsel bisa tuh nganter kartunya ke kantorku kan, akhirnya pakai semua nomorku Telkomsel. Nah seperti itu kan. Nah itulah peluang-peluang itu yang bisa kita ambil. Padahal saya bisa telepon ke kontak center provider tersebut, kasih KTP, mereka akan kirim kartunya. Seperti itu. Jadi yang dipilih oleh customer kita adalah yang super gampang. Seperti itu. Kalau kita masih kaku, bye gitu ya. Lanjut. Tapi itu kan masa indahnya. Tapi hari ini karena Pak Andi ngasih judul ke saya ada fraudnya, jadi saya cerita tentang fraudnya. Mungkin Pak Andi lebih seru kalau kita cerita tentang fraud. Di masa digital ini semuanya gampang ya. Malas masak ada GoFood, malas nyetir ada Grab, malas nyanggul begini kan ada GoGlam, ya kan? Tinggal nyuruh-nyuruh aja. Tapi di balik kenyamanan itu ada sesuatu yang harus kita antisipasi, fraud. Ya, kalau kita berpikir di dunia digital, fraud, biasanya fraudnya apa? Kita semua berpikiran, wah kita bisa dihacker, banknya bisa dihack, data kita bisa dicuri. Padahal ternyata fraud yang terjadi di masa digital 99% itu adalah social engineering. Sekarang teman-teman pernah dengar nggak? Bank itu kena hacker, bank ini kena, nggak pernah kan? Nggak pernah kan? Karena memang 99% kasus yang terjadi adalah social engineering. Social engineering itu apa sih? Kejahatan yang justru menyerang ke nasabah kita, bukan menyerang ke bank, tapi menyerang ke nasabah kita dengan mempengaruhi otak, pikiran nasabah kita. Jadi mempengaruhi psikologis nasabah kita. Oke, caranya seperti apa Bu? Dibikin bahagia sekali atau dibikin sedih sekali. Misalnya Bu, rekening Ibu kena hack, sekarang dananya keluar banyak, panik kan? Oh ya jadi gimana? Atau dibikin bahagia sekali. Ibu dapat undian berhadiah. Nah itulah yang mempengaruhi otak kita sehingga kita mengikuti apa yang dimaui oleh penjahat. Jelas? Lanjut. Ini penontonnya yang semangat, biar saya semangat, ya. Semangat. Hari ini kita cerita case study, saya nggak mau cerita teori. Case study saja, dan saya disclaimer untuk teman-teman bahwa pada hari ini saya akan bercerita kisah nyata. Klik, nggak berfungsi, ininya nggak berfungsi. Mungkin gayanya harus begini gitu kali ya. Oh, yang dipencet mana? Bawah kan? Saya udah pencet. Oke. Nah, saya disclaimer ya, tadi saya disclaimer. Hari ini saya sharing untuk pembelajaran ya teman-teman. Untuk kita sendiri supaya kita aman, tidak tertipu, untuk keluarga kita, untuk lingkungan kita, seperti itu ya. Nah, lanjut. Kejahatan yang paling banyak di masa digital adalah penipuan online. Karena kita semuanya sudah by online. Tadi yang saya bilang kan malas masak, ada GoFood, malas nyetir, ada GrabCar gitu ya. Penipuan online, tahu enggak? Dalam 1 bulan itu ada 2.000 kasus nasabah yang mengadu. Ada yang pernah kena penipuan online enggak? Ada? Enggak ada? Ada enggak? Atau tidak mau mengaku? Oh tidak ada ya, masa Godzilla mau dikadalin? Gitu kan ya. Jadi, tapi pasti ada teman-temannya yang kena, keluarganya yang kena. Di BC aja ada 2.000 kasus penipuan online. Itu yang mengadu. Yang tidak mengadu ada juga kan, yang merasa oh ya udahlah memang gua kurang amal, ya udahlah memang gua suwe sih gitu ya, suwe itu sial. Jadi aku kena penipuan seperti itu. Ada 2.000 berarti lebih gitu. Kenapa sih? Nah teman-teman kayak gini nih, kalau kita belum kena, itu rasanya kita tuh sok-sokan. Kayak sekarang nih, gua tuh gak mungkin lah kena. Pas Ibu Waninya jelasin, gak usah denger lah, gua pasti gak kena. Tapi kalau yang udah kena, rasanya kayak hipnotis. Pernah denger gak? Gua tuh kena hipnotis, gua tuh sampai transfer, pernah denger? Padahal tuh saya rasa tidak ada yang kena hipnotis, cuman supaya tidak dimarahin oleh suaminya, istrinya, anaknya. Daripada gua diketahuan bodoh, gua bilang aja, nggak tahu Pak, Mama tuh kena hipnotis, akhirnya Mama transfer. Padahal nggak ada tuh yang namanya hipnotis. Itu takut dimarahin suami, ya takut suaminya bego lu gitu ya. Jadi bilang aja hipnotis. Nah, kenapa bisa kena penipuan? Karena penjahat itu sangat tahu apa yang kita butuhkan. 3 tahun yang lalu banyak sekali Instagram jual tabung oksigen, obat-obat COVID. Sekarang jualan apa? Jualan apa sekarang? Peringkat pertama jualan apa? Penjahatnya sangat tahu, kan saya bilang penjahatnya sangat tahu kondisi kita. Mereka sangat tahu Ibu Wani, Ibu itu sukanya apa. Udah lama kita nggak keluar negeri, sudah lama kita tidak belanja, dan penjahatnya tahu kalau kami setahun 2 kali harus ganti tas merek. Kalau nggak ganti tuh rasanya gimana gitu ya. Makanya sekarang yang paling banyak terjadi adalah jualan tas merek online. Ada yang pernah tertipu nih, gua rasa pernah ada yang ketipu lah jualan tas online. Karena dia tahu ibu-ibu butuh tas online, sehingga mereka namanya Megastore LV lah. Biasanya perhatikan apa ibu-ibu di sini? Follower ya, gak usah dipercaya karena follower itu bisa dibeli. Terus apa lagi? Konten. Konten juga, mereka sangat jago bikin konten. Tas Megastore LV sedang cuci gudang, harganya 3 juta saja. Yang namanya LV, tanya Bu itu nggak pernah cuci gudang. Semakin kuno semakin mahal, harganya nggak mungkin 3 juta, gantungan kuncinya aja 7 juta. Ya kan Bu itu, jadi nggak mungkin 7 buy. Terus apalagi? Testimoni kan. Nah sekarang testimoni ibu-ibu di Jawa Barat tertipu dengan aribu di Jawa Barat, tertipu dengan arisan online. Arisan online itu nggak bisa diperlukan. Kita arisan online tatap muka aja dengan teman kita aja, duit kita dibawa lari ke arisan online. Apalagi online yang kita nggak kenal gitu ya. Nah, mereka kenapa tertipu? Kenal gitu ya. Nah ada ibu-ibu namanya juga sindikat, mereka testimoni dong. Jeng, terima kasih ya. Namanya juga sindikat, mereka testimoni dong. Jeng, terima kasih ya Jeng, baru setor 3 kali Jeng, udah tarik 100 juta Jeng. Nah kita yang lagi butuh duit akhirnya ikut, akhirnya tertipu. Dengan cerita ini awalnya dari Adit nih tim saya. Jadi kena awalnya dari Adit nih tim saya. Jadi kena penipuan sepatu Abibas. Abibas dan Adidas. Abibas dan Adidas. Gitu ya, mirip ya. Ini mau dibilang nipu juga nggak nipu kan, gua cuman mirip. Nah ternyata ini selain menginspirasi Adit juga menginspirasi para penjahat nih. Nah ini kisah yang selanjutnya, mereka menipu nasabah masyarakat kita dengan akun yang mirip-mirip dengan akun bank. Kita lihat ya, kita lihat. Ini mirip sekali dengan akun BNI, Mandiri, BCA. Tapi ini gambarnya semuanya sama. Tapi ini bukan akun kami. Cara membedakan akun yang asli sama yang palsu seperti apa? Ini padahal gampang, tapi kita sering tidak peduli. Lihat centang birunya. Akun ini tidak ada centang biru. BNI biasa, Mandiri biasa, BCA biasa. Nah yang ini yang asli nih, Good Life BCA, ting gitu ya. Adira Finance ting, nanti ada Mandiri ting, ada centang birunya. Ini teman-teman harus memperhatikan ya, karena berseliweran akun-akun palsu. Dan kita lihat lagi, ini juga BCA prioritas, mau jadi prioritas 10 juta saja bisa jadi prioritas, ya kan? Banyak nggak iklan-iklan kayak gini? Ini bukan dari BCA. Mandiri prioritas 10 juta, BRI 10 juta. Kalau prioritas hanya dengan 10 juta, prioritas kami itu kayak pasar. Ya kan? Nah seperti ini. Nah kemudian apa yang kami lakukan terhadap penipuan-penipuan seperti ini? Setiap hari, Bapak Ibu dan teman-teman tahu nggak, setiap hari itu ada 20 sampai 30 akun palsunya BCA. Terus apa yang kami lakukan? Take down dong, kerjasama dengan Kominfo kita take down. Tapi yang bikin akun palsu itu tuh gampang. Yang penting gua punya email, aku punya tinggal download Instagram, terus aku bisa bikin. Jadi kalau kami take down, mereka bikin lagi, take down lagi, bikin lagi, enggak habis-habis. Tapi lebih baik take down dong, daripada nanti ada 1000 yang palsu, hanya ada 1 yang asli. Ya kan? Tiap hari mereka bikin, mereka sampai pusing sendiri, kami lebih pusing dengan akun yang palsu. Jadi penjahatnya juga pusing. Coba teman-teman lihat deh, masa Mandiri prioritas, logonya BCA prioritas, saking peningnya tuh penjahatnya gitu ya. Masa Genius bantuan tapi logonya flip, pusing dia. Handi BRI prioritas, logonya apa itu? Mandiri, pening sendiri nih, penjahatnya pening sendiri. BRI prioritas, logonya BCA, tapi anehnya tetap aja ada nasabah yang tertipu. Ya kan, ini nanti setelah tertipu bilangnya terhipnotis. Udah jelas-jelas ini bukan hipnotis lah. Gitu ya Bapak Ibu. Sekarang teman-teman mulai lagi ada surat-surat pemberitahuan yang mengatakan bahwa kita akan kena iuran 150.000. Pernah dapat? Mereka asal aja tuh forward ke siapa aja. Misalnya yang Bank Mandiri sembarangan forward aja penjahatnya. Gitu, bisa aja yang dapat BCA juga, yang BCA dapat yang Mandiri juga. Ini asli apa palsu sih? Palsu lah, akun palsu, berita-berita palsu. Nah nanti di sana dia akan bercerita, akan dikenakan iuran 150.000. Kalau tidak setuju hubungin WA sekian atau ketik link sekian. Kalau kita ketik atau kita WA, itu adalah kita WA-nya ke penjahat. Penjahatnya langsung minta apa? Minta nomor kartu kita, minta nomor rekening kita, password kita, user ID kita gitu ya. Akhirnya kalau semua data-data diberikan, maka penjahatnya bisa akses ke rekening kita dan membuat kita auto miskin. Bisa auto miskin karena semua data kita berikan. Kalau semua data kita berikan, itu sama saja kita memberikan kunci rumah kita kepada penjahat untuk mencuri barang-barang di rumah kita. Kita lihat yuk surat ini, kalau masih ada yang percaya dengan surat ini, waduh, kita lihat nih ya. Kata-katanya aja bukan kata-kata banker, bukan kata-kata yang teredukasi. Kita lihat tuh loh, notifikasi banking kan harusnya banking dong, BANKING, banking kan, banking. Tapi banyak nggak yang kena? Banyak. Terus banyak nggak yang ngomel-ngomel? Banyak. Yang menyalahkan bank banyak nggak? Banyak. Padahal baca ini aja gitu loh, banking gitu ya. Nah kita lihat lagi selanjutnya. Ini BCA, masa ada logo BUMN? BCA itu bukan BUMN kan, BUMN itu Mandiri, BNI itu BUMN, BCA bukan BUMN, BCA itu BUMD, Badan Usaha Milik Jarum. BUM, Jarum Group kita ya. Nah udah kayak gitu masih juga gitu ya, masih juga ini. Nah apa yang harus kita lakukan dengan banyaknya fake account seperti ini? Memang harus kerjasama, nanti aku cerita lagi ya. Kalau ini pasti banyak yang kena nih. Pak Andi pasti pernah kena, Bu Ituk pasti kena. Yang wajahnya dipinjam untuk nipu-nipu. Karena Bu Ituk, Pak Andi itu terkenal ya, dan terkenal umum dan terkenal bijak, baik. Jadi foto-foto orang seperti itu sering dipakai. Kalau wajah penjahat nggak mungkin laku. Pas misalnya nih, dia kan memang nunggang nipu, mau minjem duit lagi gitu ya. Nah saya juga bangga, saya sering dipakai juga gitu ya. Lanjut. Ini modusnya seperti apa sih yang foto kita dipakai? Atau Facebook saya yang dipakai ya, Facebook yang sebelah kiri itu adalah Facebook yang asli, Natalia Wani Sabu. Yang sebelah kanan ini yang palsu, Natalia Wani Syabu. Padahal saya jarang main Facebook, ya jarang, cuman dikonekin. Aku lebih aktif di Instagram, @wanisabu, follow ya, centang biru loh. Ya. Mana tahu hari ini lumayan lah dapat follower gitu ya, @wanisabu. Nah ini tujuan, ini apakah saya dihack, Facebookku dihack? Bukan, saya tidak dihack, tapi ada penjahat yang bikin Facebook KW-nya Wanisabu. Ya lanjut, buat apa sih? Tujuannya bukan saya loh, tujuannya adalah teman-teman saya. Sekarang mulai lagi nih, ada pakai foto kita tapi nomornya bukan nomor WA teman kita. Jadi di sini teman-teman harus hati-hati kalau ada teman kita yang WA kita, walaupun fotonya foto teman kita, fotonya Pak Andi, tapi WA-nya bukan Pak Andi, kita harus hati-hati. Kok bukan nomor WA-nya sih? Walaupun mereka bertugur sapa dengan kita itu seperti sangat kenal. Kenapa banyak yang tertipu? Karena cara ngobrolnya itu tuh asik. Kok bisa tahu sih kalau saya manggil Mbak itu, Pak Andi, Cici Wani gitu ya, Om Agung, Mas Adit, kok bisa cocok kata-katanya? Bisa jadi penjahatnya memang bersembunyi di grup WA-nya kita. Grup WA kita. Jadi bukan kita, ini bukan Wani yang kena hack, tapi di grupku ada temenku yang kena hack, WA-nya diambil oleh orang, tapi dia diam-diam aja, 10 menit lagi ya. Kata Pak Andi boleh 2 jam? Oh enggak ya. Lanjut kayak gitu ya. Nah seperti itu dia bersembunyi. Jadi kalau teman-teman ada yang kena dihack sebaiknya langsung kasih tahu. Tapi kebanyakan orang-orang tuh malu kalau dihack, biasanya ngomong, wah nggak tahu bangun pagi-pagi WA gua udah nggak ada gitu ya. Tidak ada yang sekonyong-konyong, pasti ada peranannya. Ini karena klikernya rusak-rusak, aku tambah 2 jam lah ya. Kita harus fight. Ini ya yang bilang, nanti pernah nggak yang bilang, Pak Andi saya lagi di Bea Cukai, ini ada yang lagi jualan Alphard nih disita, cuman 300 juta, beli ya. Akhirnya Pak Andi mau beli, karena penjahatnya bikin ada logo Bea Cukai, ada logo Kementerian Keuangan, kemudian ada brosur-brosurnya, sehingga Pak Andi percaya, karena yang ngajakin siapa? Wani. Gitu ya, padahal palsu. Ini fake caller juga. Jadi teman-teman jangan percaya kayak kalau ada nomor-nomor yang mirip kontak center 1508-nya 3 kali tapi depannya ada plus. Kontak center yang asli depannya tidak ada plus dan tidak ada kode area. Mandiri berapa? 14.000 saja. Gitu ya. Kemudian yang BNI 1500046, BRI 14017. Jadi kita harus ingat, jangan sampai diiming-imingin rekening ibu sedang kena hack sehingga kita harus melakukan pemblokiran. Terus kita kayak, apa kena hack? Iya Bu, makanya ibu tolong isi link ini ya. Link ini adalah bank tidak pernah meminta isi link kayak 16 angka kartu, nomor rekening, nomor PIN dan segalanya. Karena ini adalah data-data kita. Datamu adalah rahasiamu, gitu ya. Jadi jangan isi link apapun. Nah ini sekarang sudah berpindah ke provider. Ini mungkin teman-teman juga. Karena kalau misalnya yang tadi fake caller, penjahatnya banyak gagal. Misalnya gini, ya kan pakai nomor Halo BCA yang palsu kan, fake caller. Selamat pagi, kami dari Halo BCA Pak Andi. Kami ingin memberitahukan bahwa rekening Pak Andi sedang kena hack. Pak Andinya gini, hah? Saya nggak punya rekening BCA, saya rekeningnya Mandiri. Oh maaf Pak, kami salah sambung. Penjahatnya kena prank, dia kan sembarangan telepon. Nah sekarang dia beralih nih ke provider. Jadi dia selamat siang dengan nomor 0811 500 bla bla bla. Oh iya, dengan siapa saya bicara? Saya Pak Andi. Pak Andi, kami dari Telkomsel mau ngasih tahu sekarang poin Pak Andi sudah 800.000. Bapak mau ganti voucher atau ganti masuk ke rekening? Biasanya milih apa teman-teman? Rekening kan? Karena bisa langsung ambil mentahnya. Baik, kalau ke rekening nomor rekeningnya berapa Pak? Nomor kartunya berapa Pak? Akhirnya arah-arahnya ke penipuan rekening bank. Oke, jelas nggak? Oke. Nah ini kalau terjadi seperti ini teman-teman bisa ngadu ke Kominfo ya, bisa difoto ini. Aduan konten. Nah yang bagus kita kan harus edukasi, diminta Pak Andi edukasi hari ini saya senang, berarti saya bisa sharing. Tapi kita juga iklan-iklan, kalau iklan tuh harus tepat sasaran. Kita lihat yuk, kalau yang sering kena tipu-tipu jual beli online itu siapa sih? Ternyata ibu-ibu, cocok nggak? Ternyata ibu-ibu usia berapa? 21 sampai 35. Nah kalau yang kena sering tipu-tipu dengan prioritas palsu, siapa yang sering kena? Ternyata bapak-bapak loh, gak nyangka kan bapak-bapak yang kena. Mungkin bapak-bapak itu ini usia Pak Andi nih, suka pamer-pamer mungkin ya. Mungkin juga lagi puber kedua gitu ya, biar prioritas loh, prioritas. Nah gitu ya, ternyata bapak-bapak. Kemudian yang sering tertipu fake Instagram itu siapa? Bapak-bapak juga. Ternyata bapak-bapak lebih mudah ketipu ya, bukannya bapak-bapak itu buaya ya. Kan harusnya ibu-ibu, ini bapak-bapak yang sering ketipu. Lanjut, akhirnya kita bikinlah iklan-iklan sesuai. Ini nggak ada suaranya nih. Tolong dites, memang nggak ada suara. Kalau nggak ada suara saya skip. Ada suara atau tidak?
Bang. Selek Pak. Ya keselek. Ya halo. CS Bang. Ya, ada transaksi nggak wajar. Puluhan juta rupiah. Oh gitu, diblokir aja ya? Bagusnya. Iya, Wendy Armoko betul. Nama ibu Mona Lisa. Panggilan, Empomune. Iya. Aja. Udah kirim, oh OTP-nya udah? Oke, saya cek dulu ya. Ngapain? Mulai posesif ya kamu? Main mati-matiin aja. Mau ngapain Pak Weni? Ya mau masukin itu kode OTP udah dikirim ke SMS. Kayaknya itu penipuan Pak Wen. Dan lu jangan so tau, emang Bang nggak pernah minta data-data pribadi? Bang nggak pernah minta data-data pribadi kita Pak Wen. Oh gitu? Apa itu? Itu kayaknya penipuan ya Pak Wen. Coba lihat. Tuh lihat, tulisannya Halo BCA, nggak mungkin nipu dong. Ntar coba saya googling ya. Kok nomornya aneh Pak Wen? Iya kok beda?
Nah itu iklan kita ya, kita
Wah,
sampai masuk ke lapor Pak, karena kita
Aneh
tahu
pula lagi
rating dari rapor Pak itu tinggi. Nah selain itu, selain kami beriklan, tapi iklan ini kalau menurut saya kalau hanya BCA yang iklan itu kurang powerful. Makanya hari ini kita tulis judul kita tuh harus berkolaborasi. Nah ini ada salah satu aplikasi yang kita mau bikin antar bank. Kebetulan saya di ketua komite cybercrime. Kita lagi mau bikin aplikasi di mana antar bank itu bisa blokir. Kalau misalnya nasabah BCA tertipu ke BRI, misalnya kita kan nggak bisa blokir, lama kan. Nah dengan aplikasi ini kita bisa langsung permintaan blokir ke BRI. Jadi kita lebih cepat daripada penjahatnya. Ya ini satu aplikasi yang mungkin direncanakan Desember ini akan kelar. Ya, jadi biasanya kan kalau BCA ke BCA blokirnya cepat, tapi kalau BCA ke bank lain atau bank lain ke BCA kan sangat butuh manual sekali. Nah ini akan berfungsi 24 jam. Kalau sekarang kita masih by email, kalau misalnya sudah tutup bacanya keesokan harinya seperti itu ya, berarti uang kita sudah hilang. Sehingga di sini kita butuh kolaborasi antar kontak center ya, antar bank, dengan kominfo, dengan regulator, dengan kepolisian seperti itu. Nah kita punya kekuatan yang luar biasa di ICCA, kita bisa saling membantu. Kalau untuk bisnis tidak apa-apa kita saling bersaing. Tetapi kalau untuk fraud ngapain kita bersaing? Kita justru harus bersatu untuk melawanin fraud. Setuju enggak? Nah saya justru punya saran bahwa fraud banking itu ada di contact center. Karena kita powerful, kita mighty, kita 24 jam karena fraud itu bisa terjadi 24 jam. Jadi kalianlah yang berperan membantu perusahaan untuk melawan fraud. Tapi seringkali kita tidak berpikir ke sana, kita hanya berpikir kita tempat aduan, kita tempat servis seperti itu. Oke, nanti kita pikirkan bersama bagaimana Halo BCA bisa membuat kontak centernya menjadi fraud banking investigation. Nah ini juga Halo BCA app, kami juga buat untuk salah satunya selain service adalah kami melawan fraud lewat app Halo BCA. Lanjut, ya nanti sekarang nomor 1583 kali memang keren sekali gitu ya. Tetapi ada kekurangannya enggak? Ada, makanya kita harus berinovasi. 1508-nya 3 kali itu tidak bisa telepon dari luar negeri, iya kan? Pada nasabah kita sering ada di luar negeri, tapi mereka tidak bisa hubungin Halo BCA. Kemudian apalagi? Mehong, ya kan? Per menitnya kita subsidi 1000. Bayangkan satu call ada 7 menit, kita subsidi 7.000. Nasabah juga ngomel, telepon ke Halo BCA kok mahal sih, ya kan? Nah kemudian satu lagi ini, kalau telepon ke Halo BCA agak susah ya, bukan susah masuknya, tapi agak ribet ya. Untuk perbankan tekan 1, kartu kredit tekan 2, untuk kredit tekan 3, Tekan 4 di BCA nggak ada karena dianggap sial, gitu ya. Jadi langsung untuk syariah tekan 5, untuk bicara dengan wani sabu tekan, terus tekan. Udah 1 menit hilangnya gitu ya. Tapi dengan Halo BCA ini semuanya bisa terjawab teman-teman. Jadi kita tidak perlu lagi. Jadi teman-teman di sini download dong ya di App Store, Play Store Halo BCA app. Karena bisa tidak berbayar, bisa telepon dari luar negeri, nggak ribet, tinggal pilih mau telepon, mau Twitter, mau email, tinggal pilih, nggak usah lagi dengerin 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Nah ini slideku yang terakhir, sebenarnya transaksi digital itu aman nggak? Aman. Ini aja regulator bikin ya yang ada 3 komposisi ini. What you have, apa yang kamu punya orang lain nggak punya. Ini 2/3, kalau bank memenuhi 2/3 itu bisa langsung menciptakan produknya. Boleh launching, kita dengerin baik-baik. What you have, apa yang kamu punya orang lain nggak punya, apa? Kartu, ATM, kartu kredit, mungkin BCA, yang orang lain nggak punya, cuman kita gitu ya. Yang kedua, what you know, apa yang kamu tahu orang lain tidak boleh tahu, itu apa? PIN, password, user ID, kita nggak boleh kasih tahu ke orang lain. Tapi yang terjadi sehari-hari apa? Mbak, tolong ambilin ke ATM dong Mbak, ini kartu ibu, ini nomor PIN-nya. Terus kalau di restoran seperti apa? Mbak kasir, ini kartu kredit cardku ya. Padahal di kartu kredit ada 3 angka di balik kartu, ada nomor expired, ada nomor kartu, iya enggak? Itu juga kita sendiri yang memberikan. Nanti kalau terjadi apa-apa yang disalahin oleh bank. Tetapi menurut saya kita juga harus bertanggung jawab. Dan saat ini menurut saya harus 3-3-nya. Enggak boleh lagi 2/3. Harus what you are. What you are itu apa? Apa yang melekat di dirimu. Face biometric, eye biometric kayak gitu ya. Jadi sudah harus 3/3 produk itu baru kita anggap aman. Makanya BCA sekarang lagi mengarah ke biometrik seperti itu. Jadi perusahaan apapun menurut saya yuk kita mengarah ke biometrik deh. Karena penjahat itu sudah sangat hebat di social engineering. Nonton video boleh ya, nggak apa-apa deh lebih dikit biar teman-teman semangat karena katanya Pak Andi yang juara itu bisa berkunjung loh ke Halo BCA. Kita nonton ya. Video, bisa nyala nggak videonya? Ada suara nggak? Mita? Nah nonton, ini yang akan kalian kunjungin nantinya.
Ready?
Yep. Yoo-hoo!
This must be fun. Guys, what are we doing again? Hey ladies.
Wow.
It'll take a long time.
ICCA, Clara speaking. May I help you?
Is it here? No?
Have you guys found it yet?
Where are you guys anyway?
I'm sleepy. Oh.
Yuk nanti to be continue lihat yang aslinya ya. Terima kasih. Thank you. Xie.
Baik, boleh tepuk tangannya sekali lagi untuk Ibu Wanisa Bu dari Bank BCA. Baik, Bapak Ibu rekan-rekan praktisi kontak center. Untuk selanjutnya kami persilakan untuk Bapak Ibu dapat mengambil coffee break yang telah disediakan di belakang dan membawanya kembali untuk ke meja untuk melakukan kita ada pemaparan materi untuk presenter selanjutnya. Dipersilakan.
For next one, we would like to invite our second speaker from Avaya, Miss Juliet Lee. She is an Association Regional Manager ASEAN from Avaya and will present about the next verse to shape the customer experience, the universe of course. The metaverse is often dismissed as a far removed or confusing concept, but we all exist within the game. And for contact centers to win in 2022 and beyond, a strategic understanding of the digital representation of our physical world is essential. Delivering on customer needs has always been a challenge, and there's now an almost endless set of digital universe comprised of people, experiences, devices, applications, and data. Organizations are now charged with meeting an endless set of multi-layer expectation, but also have potential to tap into boundless data to deliver customized experiences. They can also provide virtual, round-to-the-clock support geared to the always-on economy. Ladies and gentlemen, without any further ado, please welcome Miss Juliet Lee.
Please give applause, Miss Juliet Lee.
I think everyone's still taking the break. So 1 minute, can everyone come back to your seat? So I will start.
Kepada seluruh rekan-rekan yang sudah mengambil coffee break, dipersilakan untuk kembali ke kursi kembali karena sesi akan segera kita lanjutkan. Ladies and gentlemen, we'll allow all participants to take some dish, and after that, we're back to the seat and we're going to the next session for the presentation. Thank you.
Bapak Ibu hadirin sekalian, bagi yang sudah mengambil untuk coffee break silakan langsung kembali ke tempat duduk. Karena sesaat lagi kita akan mendengarkan presentasi dari Miss Juliet Lee. Dan untuk coffee break dapat diambil setiap saat. Jadi bisa diambil juga secara bergiliran Bapak Ibu hadirin sekalian.
Ladies and gentlemen, we're allowed all participants to back to the seat and we're going to the next presentation. Thank you. Kepada rekan-rekan yang sudah mengambil coffee break dipersilakan untuk segera kembali ke meja masing-masing karena sesi akan segera kita mulai. Terima kasih.
Okay, so ladies and gentlemen, without further ado, please welcome Miss Juliet Lee from Avaya. Give the applause for Miss Juliet Lee.
Okay, second time. Okay, everyone is back. I'm sure that if I'm not back yet, you're going to miss for, some exciting and interesting thing. So, I'm going to start. Selamat pagi Indonesia. Good morning, the best contact center 2022. I'm Juliet from Avaya, and today I'm going to stand here to present for the next 45 minutes about something very exciting and very interesting into our contact center. So, as you can see, I'm on the stage here, but I'm not alone. There's another me and another me on your right and my left. So they are going to support me today and going through these presentations together. By the way, the name is Jules. So it's just Juliet, Jules, and Jules. So before I start my keynotes today, I have a question. Anyone in this room watch this movie before? Anyone? Anyone? I saw Bapak, you watch. Anyone else in the room? You guys didn't watch movie at all? Okay. Never mind. It's already off. It's actually launched June 2022, but now it's already off the theater. So if you like to watch, it's now up in Netflix. After this, of course not now. You can watch after you go back. But when you see these words, this phrase, when you see the words called everything, everywhere, and all at once, what words that come into your mind? Anyone? 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 Yes, I heard someone. What did you just say? Metaverse. That's right. So metaverse. Okay? I have some gift for you, but this is on the table. Can someone help me to pass that things on the table? Yeah, to this gentleman in front. Yes. So for the next 45 minutes, I'm going to talk about metaverse. It seems like you guys are not interested. Can I see some? Yes, we're going to talk about metaverse. Yes, it's something, and it's here today. So the concept of metaverse, multiverse, and now universe, these all have the characteristic to basically map our business directly to our workplace and also the business for our future. We are all currently in the game. Believe it or not, we are all currently in the game. So normally when we play a game, there must be a game plan, and there must be a winning strategy when you try to put up all what you can do to win the game. So here today, what I'm going to share with you is how to really win the game even you are not starting it yet. All right, so first, 3 things about the concept that I mentioned early. Number 1 is definitely the metaverse. So there's some confusions that's always happening inside us is that, what is really a metaverse? You know, for the young generations, maybe you think metaverse is kind of like, it exists only in the game. Basically, what metaverse meant is how an environment, how a space enable people to come together in the virtual world. There's a lot of banks out there, not in Indonesia yet, but banks like JP Morgan, SSBC, even Union Bank of India has started the concept of making a banking experience to the next level, which is introducing the metaverse. I believe banks in Indonesia has started to looking into that as well. Anyone here feel missing out? FOMO? When you hear that, wow, people are doing that and there's some things out there, they say things like that. What should I do? I don't even fix my IVR yet. I don't even, like have chatbot. I don't even have like AI bot. What we talk about like metaverse is kind of like 5 to 10 years down the road, especially in Indonesia or things like that. But the fact is, if you go to the news and out there, our telecom Indonesia has started to put on the metaverse. I think from the beauty world, from the tourism, and even I just talked with, I think IFT group has started their journeys going into the metaverse and looking into how to provide a customer experience, the best experience into this world by providing, of course, like something you will think that, do I really need to have so much of infrastructure on the cloud or the space or things like that? Well, is what people will think to be. The virtual reality, the augmented reality is some things that maybe you wanted to go to further to enhance the metaverse. But don't feel missing out, because what happens today is that there's a captivating talk in Tech Talk by Agnes Larson. She's a game director of Minecraft. So when you talk about metaverse, people will always think that it's in the game, right? But to be honest, what is really behind that is really, we can really use what we have today, the AI technology, in providing the customer, the employee experience, and to deliver the total experience. This is really what the landscape had become, the metaverse itself. And from the statement right here, the metaverse belongs to player, not who making the games. Why? Today, as contact center industry, right, we have all the people here, we have all the friends, all the players around the contact center. What we really provided is really the technology, right? But in order to make the technology and the investment successful, what is really important is that we know who are the players. And in the stage, I can say that we are all in the room in the player. Yes, you, those people that are standing there, you, myself, we are all the players in the metaverse that is unique to ourselves. So how does it, if you think back one more steps back, is that looking into this metaverse and what we are trying to do. In contact center today, we have employee, we have customers, and we have websites, and we have mobile apps. So imagine back, employers, customers, they are the players in this metaverse. Websites and mobile apps indirectly representing the space, representing where the players, the customer, the employees can play into it, and how to provide the exceptional experience for the customer. It started with IVR, okay? So today, if you imagine, you think back, every hotline we do have IVR. IVR, basically, if you imagine back into the physical world, basically is when you step into a bank, for example. The first things that you do when you step into the bank is to get the queue and see where you wanted to go. So basically, the IVR itself does represent the elements of the metaverse. When it says that is a office receptionist, when you come in and then you get a queue and you start things that who you want to talk to, what intent that you come into the contact center and even comes to the branch to actually to be served by the companies. And when you need it, there is a contact center agent. So after you key in the options, number 1, number 2, and you'll be routed to contact center agent. And definitely that is example of the advisor. So there's steps in between, like from what the IVR have today, and then we give role the human agents to basically talk to our customer. So that is representing how we deliver the interactions, the intelligence to this customer. So how AI works in this contact center environment or even in your website. That's where the term of virtual agents come in. I don't like to call it a bot anymore. We used to like to call this term, okay, I have chatbot, okay, I have voice bot, or okay, I have my collection bot, I have my telesales bot, or I have whatever bot. But if we really wanted to make a consistent, we should not be treating a bot really a bot, but we should be thinking how our bot, it could be play the role, like how we can serve our customer. Our customers should actually, when they face our virtual agent and when they face us and the human agent in contact center, they should be actually having the same type of experience. So that's where the human digital twins become a concept, where I think everyone's today, probably you think that, do I have my human digital twinning there? I think I learned from what Buwani just now mentioned. It seems like there's a lot of twins out there. There's so many of you, different you, and like people starting to create you inside another space. But it's really that how we want us to basically make this human digital twinning and works in our contact center. So how we actually bring this AI virtual agent in life. This is something that I wanted to share with you guys today. So likewise, that how a virtual agent is actually pretend. What we need is really conversational platform. It could be applied in the words, it could be applied in your text environments where you have a website, when you have your mobile apps. And thus, actually from the survey it says that 60% of people, they are really happy with the bot, because out of the things, a lot of people deploy virtual agents. What is really the ROI? What is really the business outcome that we wanted to derive from these implementations? Everyone have a different idea. Number one, probably to reduce the cost, because by implementing virtual agents, we can really reduce the cost because we don't need as much as human agents that to be live at the time. Or maybe there's an objective to reduce the waiting time in the queue, because when you present a bot in front of customers, though that they are not talking to human agents, but the first thing they see is that someone is entertaining me. I'm not living alone, and I'm not in queue. And someone is really engaging me. Maybe the applicability is not that extensive. Maybe it's not helping me for my complex inquiry. But at least we actually serve them in a way of how the human agent can serve them as well. And the benefits out there, if you really wanted to realize this virtual agent experience, is really to empower the human agents. It's not a replacement of your human agent, it's empowerment. So why we mean it's empowered? Because remember that if we deploy a virtual agent, it could be available 24/7. Unlike people, we need to sleep, right? And our bot, it could be used to actually serve your after office hours, probably. Or probably it can use to expand the service hours as well. So we know that there are a lot of inquiries that will not able to do it after office hour. But with this, what we meant is that with virtual agent deploy, if you do it well, with the personalizations, it can really help the contact center to basically achieve what the human agent probably lack of, the greater accuracy. The training that we do these virtual agents, of course, depends on what of the technology that you choose. But if you're thinking about deploying a virtual agent, what I can recommend is really look something that is beyond, means that it could be applied for voice, it could be applied for text. You should have one single conversational platform that allow you to probably to extend to AI as well, to provide, to get the best benefits of what virtual agents really can do. So from the metaverse itself, it is now essential that business use AI to enable employees and customers to compose their experience. So this is the first concept that I want to share, basically the metaverse itself. So when it comes to the element, the game plan, I talk about the concept of metaverse and I see how it applies into our contact center. The second part is I want to talk is about universe. So what is really universe, right? So universe is basically you. Surprise. Okay, nobody feels surprised. Yes, so universe. So what is really universe and how universe actually play role into this? Whatever we do again in this contact center, customers decides. End of the day, we can provide all the channels we want, we can provide all the different touch points, we can provide everything that you like it, you can, like provide mobile apps, things like that. But in the end of the day, customer decide what they wanted to purchase, even like, some things that we think that the action should be done by the bank, but in the end of the day, we let customer decide what they want to do. So how this is very important when come into the concept, when we say that the metaverse have to bring the universe into the picture. So what does mean this universe? Today, if you are like myself, I can walk down the streets, okay, with my AirPod and then start listening to my favorite tunes, okay? And then when I start to listen to music, there is a voice come into brain and ting ting, there's a new email coming in. And then you switch off the music, and then you look at your email, and then the next moment you jump into your Gojek, and then start to, like the GPS will tell the direction where we should go. And then the next point, then when you reach a place, you step into a personalized coffee shop, and people will be serving you what the best coffee that you will order every day. So the universe is about like whatever you do a day in life. It sounds like can be the same from me, from you, but to the fact itself that even the activity is the same, but every single journey is unique. So the concept about the universe basically talk about how the particular space of activities and interests and experience can be even bring it to be together. This is the reason is that to create the universe itself, there are 4 important things that we have to note. Number 1, personalizations. We have different persona. Personalizations by mean that you have a different persona. I'm here today as a speaker, but I'm stepped down. After I step down here, I could be a employer, and when I step out there, I could be a friend of you, and this time I will be, whatever roles that I have. And we have customer. We can act as a customer for certain companies. We can act like the employee of my companies and things like that. So that really, the personalizations is one thing that we have to basically pay attention with the digital journey, how we can bring the digital journey across with the context to provide this to the universe and intelligently deliver to what is the next best actions that this technology can do for us, okay? And it must be consistent and connected. So in order for us to have the universe, we need to know, we need to understand, we need to know what is our customer required, where they went before they comes to here, and then what is the journey across the different channels that we have. A lot of companies start to deploy. I heard that like maybe omni-channel is an awesome, but maybe you call it like an omni-first. All the solutions that in mind. All these things actually, the elements itself is not moving even now. 2 years or 5 years later, is really to see how the personalizations can be captured in the single digital journey to provide the intelligence and also consider and across all the channels you have. So in order to create this universe, we take the technology in mind that we should have one single media processing core that will in place. So beneath that, the traditional thing is that every time we have a different system, the media processing is actually playing around a different channel. But for us, what Avaya processing, media processing core that we created into our cloud itself, the concept is really making a single cloud-based patented media processing approach. So that we can leverage the AI, we can leverage the different communication streams. For examples like video, you have recording, you have channels, you have SIP, you have where RTC channels that is coming into your contact center. But behind the scene, we need to have one single media processing that works together with the AI to provide a different functions. For example, AI noise removal to that specific media. For example, augmented reality, vision analysis, transcriptions, sentiment analysis, because all these will relate to the media processing. To actually make it more working full, because the cloud that we are looking into, the universe that we are looking at into the future is really under one single umbrella that we call it that it should be, we don't really want us to care whether you're using a private cloud or you're using a public cloud or you're using a hybrid cloud. The point here is that how to create a journey without disruption. And it could be leveraged onto a different space when we create all this AI technology and bring into all your connected touch point. I think this is some things that we have to start think about, that we have so many channel in things, how in the future. That's the reason why as Avaya, when we innovate our cloud product, this is some things that we take very important to how to make the media processing core working. So this is example. No sound yet. Should I try? All right, some technical fault. Okay, we are being asked to wait. It says that there's no audio, but that's fine. So if you have time, please drop by our booth. I can show this, what the AI removal that's play into the distractions, and then how this AI noise removal is applied to the technologies that we have today. So better experience with AI beyond common AI benefits, I think we need to provide, there are few elements. If we cannot meet everything, at least we need to start to think how to make the customer effort reduce. No client downloads, market defining AI technology. We can create a virtualized meeting environment with a higher engagement, and how to create a low fatigue when we talk about, like in this game right now, when things have to be virtual and also have to be physical as well. So the company can succeed today by trying all things to all people. It must be instead find a unique value that it can own deliver to a chosen market. I'm not sure whether you guys has go through, and because I recently moving a new house. So what happened is that, you know, this is a place that I go like number of times to get what I need. And what is surprise to me is that, and make me want to search more, is really the customer experience and what we talk about, the metaverse, the everything that you need everywhere. I receive kind of like a consistent experience. So how we map our customer journeys to it. So today, if you went to ICCA, and if you think that you are in store, so you are in store, right? You know, right, ICCA. So when we step down into ICCA, the first thing is that there are showrooms everywhere, right? So probably you are not, they target to the specific of you. Today, maybe you go there really to look for your hybrid work from home office, or maybe you are actually dream from a so-called like a very classic house, or you dream for a, you know, very Nordic kind of the design of the house. Really what IKEA do is really track you when you start dreaming. It's not when you stop into the place and start to buying something. This is a very different way, right? So when we start dreaming about one thing, when you do something, I'm not even starting to buying yet. I went to the website and start to look at, oh, I probably want the white color of the wardrobe. Oh, probably want a white chair and so forth. They start to see what you are dreaming of. So when you step into the store, when you go to the website, actually they start, when you try to explore the things, the journey is actually already met for you. Surprisingly, you will feel that, wow, how come he knows that I like white? And then when you start to purchase one thing, they say that, maybe you will like this as well, maybe you will like this as well, and make all the things sounds like, wow, it's really created for me. So this is some things that we call it, that bring the customer satisfaction to the next level when we talk about customer intimacy. So the universe itself must shift the focus from customer satisfactions to what we call it, how to increase the customer intimacy. the customer intimacy is very important because it's not kind of like today I buy something, I stop in and I happy, I give you a 5-star. Like if I go to a toilet in Jakarta airport, right, it says 5-star, give me your support today 5-star. I'm not collecting the first type, but I wanted to know when today I'm giving a 5-star, tomorrow the same me that goes to the different service in the airport, I'm giving a 5-star. So all these things is because the universe is really unique just for yourself. So when we try to create this customer satisfaction, when we try to look at back our KPI, how much from the customer satisfactions here transform into the customer intimacy by putting up the empathy, by putting up the personalizations that we really know what is our customer want. It's just a sample, like I see a lot of companies start to sending, like a birthday card, greetings with all things. This is all things that we need to improve as part of the customer service. The game plan number 3, the multiverse. So when we talk about multiverse, it's not just parallel of all your universe, but they are each of us. And then a kaleidoscope that often made very perceptions into it. So again, this metaverse and all know this space thing is not new. Today, if you are from a generation, okay, definitely not my generation, but if you came from Star Trek when they back into 50 years ago, this concept, they are all not new. If you go to Star Trek, you start to talking about space. When people travel to space, you know what the different things, and they start to do your mission. So the space thing has been there. So if you watch Dick Tracy before, basically it's a detective, right? And then they have a very unique radio watch. It was actually created 1937, but look at what we have today, smartwatch. So this is actually a transformations that's being done that people think is not reality, or we call it like a sci-fi, to what we have today when it comes to reality. And it does look like the span is very long, but all this concept, all the elements that what we have to see applies to our customer experience today. When we look at into communicator, when you look at into the smartwatch, when we do communications, when you travel back in time as the elements when you are creating your personalized experience, looking back into customer history, looking back on customer journey, basically we are really kind of like doing a time travel. And definitely, this year, there's a the Dr. Strange, when we talk about the multiverse, the madness of multiverse, right? So when there are so many of verses, many of things, so the next point is that we have the metaverse, we have things, and we have a lot of universes, and which is all of you in this room. So the thing is that how we can create the experience. I think this probably will not be able to play, so I'll skip. But come to our booth, we can show you how is Avaya conversational intelligence that helps you to actually travel to time, provide the analytics to your past to see what your customers do and predict what is the future. So this is what we call it like the travel of time and space experience to provide you what you can serve the customer best. And to achieve this, definitely we are not alone. So the ecosystems of us, we need the different technology, we need a different friends, we need a different people that try to bring this possible. So today, if you are having certain technology and you're thinking about expanding, well, this is basically what is the unleashing the power of industry innovations. No one single technology can provide you what you need, but definitely whoever in behind here, we, Avaya, we commit to our customers that will provide all these APIs required and in the cloud. If you have a journey moving to the cloud, if you're using us today, and see how we can really help you to see how we can work the best out. And definitely your cloud is your choice. So the concept of what metaverse, it sounds like very far in the cloud or things like that, but you can always start with something. Take into your minds that when you start to creating this journey along with you, we have all this in mind that reimagine the business outcome that every business now can be 24/7. So there is no opening hours. So we should start changing the concept. It's like opening hours 8 to 5. Because to be honest, if you deploy a virtual agent, your service is 24/7. So you providing a 24/7 service. Everything can now be everywhere. You know, you don't need to go to the branch to do a communication. You can really log in and then choose your time when you really wanted to purchase something. And AI is going to use AI to enhance AI. Well, sounds very complicated, but in a nutshell is that all at once, seamlessly, how we bring the AI into the space and use the AI, use the training to enhance the AI, and it's applied back to the AI itself. And interaction now must be virtual as well as physical. That's where we are hybrid, just like what we are doing in ICCAs today. Last week, I think for this all program, we have been doing the virtual, you know, we do the judging sessions, we do the corporate program, we do the individual program, all virtually. And today, yet we are physical. So hybrid really works, right? So to make it even more efficient. So if you want to get everyone together for, you know, like 3 months, consult the group, but COVID had really changed us to make the hybrid possible. We can be doing all the things virtual, but again, in today, we can be all presented physically be here. And hybrid is really something that we have to look up. Beyond the omnichannel, generations now is digital first. And really, metaverse is just one manifestation of this technology. So if you play down to the root, so companies must understand that they are all now in experienced businesses. Okay? So I've been talking for the past, 30 minutes maybe, all this talking about concept about the multiverse, the metaverse, the universe, and also the multiverse. But really, if you think about the strategy in the future, you need to start some things today. Even down the road, you have 3 to 5 year roadmap, but we know that we're going to get there. Just the there, it sounds like maybe not this year, maybe not next year, but when you start to plan something, the strategy without tactics is the slowest route to victory. We need to always have a plan. Tactic without strategy is a noise before defeat. So if you know Sun Tzu, this is called Sun Tzu Bing Fa, and to win a game, we need to have the science and art. What we provide the technologies today, we are the science, but who know well best your customer is yourself. So you need to play the art and try to continue to understand your customer, provide the universe. And as a summary, the journey to the victory. So when we have so many of game plan, a winning game plan doesn't stop when you have a plan. A winning game plan is things that you have to start to plan about it even before you start to go into the war. And you start the game itself. So there are 3 key takeaways that I wanted to put up here from the game plan that I've shared. From the metaverse itself is that today metaverse consumer understand their time and the attention that significant value to the business and have a new agency of the self-segment. That's for point number 1. And universe itself, every business, every product, every service that you have need to make the unique in terms of the context, intent, and the communications device on the modalities to integrate back to the universe. Remember, we are all the universe itself. The world, we have 7.8 billion of people. That means that we have to create a personal experience for this 7.8 parallel universe in the world. Sounds very scary, but we are all in the game. So what we can do now? Really think back where we are today. What really do? Are we, are we stop or are we just, wait until people start to, deploy things and we be the last, or now we are watching someone that is start the journey and then things like that. As part of the thing, we have to start research, looking back, take back and go back to our planning and look at what is the AI strategies that we are doing, what went wrong, and how to fix that. And from this fixing, really what we need to know is really what the outcome that we want to derive from this entire plan. Then will be success. All right, that's the end of my presentations. If you want to understand more about the technology behind how to make this possible, we're just right there. Come and drop by to us and continue the sessions. Have a good day. Thank you.
Thank you very much for Miss Juliet Lee for giving such an informative and comprehensive presentation.
Okay, ladies and gentlemen, for the next session, allow us to welcome our third speaker, Mr. Vinit Nayak, founder and CEO from Tbcci. Tbcci delivers a conversational, rich media, customer experience for sales and service. Tbcci technology enables voice, chat, video, digital audio, screen sharing, and co-browsing anywhere, anytime, and on any device. They believe that happy employee will result in happy customer. All our product development effort is focused towards providing tools that ensure employees deliver engaging customer experience. Mr. Vinit Nayak will present about creating a secure work experience. Without any further ado, please welcome Mr. Vinit Nayak.
Hi, good morning, everybody. And it's a great pleasure for me to be here after a long time being in person. My name is Vinit Nayak, founder and CEO of Tbcci. I'm based in Singapore, and again, it's great to be back in Jakarta after a long, long time. So my company basically focuses on securing customer experience as well as agent experience. That's the focus that we've been doing for the last few years. So what I'm going to do is I'll probably start with a small story that I have experienced when I started my journey in Singapore. And the story is actually about while I was working with a bank in Singapore, and they were my client, and I had to go through a small issue with my lost wallet. Now, I don't want to call that a purse because Americans think that's wallet for men. So what I did is I went down for a coffee, and eventually I got a call, and I forgot the wallet that was on the table. And interestingly, you know, Singapore is supposed to be very safe, as you all know. I was expecting it to be there, so I went back to the same place, and I found out that my wallet was missing. And eventually, I went to the police to record and register my loss of wallet. Obviously, I had credit cards. I had so many different cards that I had to recover. And that's the first thing that we do when we lose something, right? And as you know, the experience with the police was excellent. I got my whole registration done in 15 minutes. It was all digital, and I got back. And after a few days, I thought I'm going to go and recover my wallet, or rather, recover all my cards. And I opened my complaint letter, which I had, and I called up the call center 1-800 number of the police department. And I was very lucky. Fortunately, the police said, "Hey, you have got your wallet. We have got it back, and why don't you come and collect?" So I went to the headquarters and collected the purse or the wallet, and all my cards, all my cash, all my coins were intact. And that was the first time, you know, I come from India, and obviously you don't get that kind of an experience once you lose something, right? So I just couldn't relate that. And I was so excited, I was so happy. And eventually, I put my first Facebook post about this experience. And I was on top of the world, because that whole experience of recovering my wallet was excellent. And the police said, I can't reveal who this person who gave back the wallet, because that's confidential. So that's another disappointment, but then eventually I was thankful, and whoever returned my wallet, when he would have got a good karma in his life. And my biggest worry was when I lost the wallet, all my cards that was registered to recover that, right? But fortunately, all that was gone. Now, I go back to my customer and tell this story that, you know what, I got this wallet intact as is. And this person is a contact center head for that bank that I was working with. And the first thing she says was something that I wasn't expecting, right? And I'm sure many of you might not expect as well. The first thing she said is, Vineet, you have to complain, right? And I was literally thinking, why should I do that? And she kept insisting that, Vineet, you should complain. Don't stop here. And I said, man, this is an experience from a public servant or a public service that I have never experienced before in my life. And she kept insisting that you have to complain. And the reason she gave me was, after asking many times, is that if you settle for this, you are going to, or the public servant is going to give you similar experience. So I said, what is the expectation from you as a Singaporean? She said, the police should have called you first as soon as they got the wallet. Now that was too much for me to expect from the country that I come from, right? So her expectation was, as soon as the police got the wallet, they are expected to call me as a customer. So that is the expectation from these people from public service. Now that actually defined for me the kind of customer that I was dealing with. And you know, as a vendor, it was really, really difficult to meet such kind of an expectation. And that is where first time I learned, you know, why some of these countries, I'm going back, okay. So why some of these countries are different from where I come from, right? Now their expectation is way too much. They're demanding and pushing the boundaries, and they're not settling for anything less. And set some aggressive SLA. And for me, that is a big lesson that I learned on that day from this person that I interacted with, and she's still my customer, and we've been able to meet her expectation, which is something as an unknown brand like Tbcci, I think it's a big achievement for us. That's what I consider, and that's where I would like to take this opportunity to introduce Tbcci to Indonesia market. And just to let you know, what we do is we have technology solutions that help the enterprise to secure and improve customer and agent experience in a live customer engagement. Now, you have so many technology providers today delivering bots. And you know what's the problem with that? The most difficult interactions are coming to agents. You agree with me? Because all the mundane, easy tasks are done by the bots, and the most difficult voice calls or interactions are coming to agents. Now, our focus is how do we enable and help these agents to improve overall customer experience and deliver great customer experience. So our focus is all about around agents, and obviously that helps deliver great customer experience. So our focus, as you see in numbers, has been, we've been doing a lot of video interactions. We do about 8.2 million plus video interactions every year. We have 22 plus million API interactions. And during COVID, or in the last 2 years, we have about 10,000 plus agents using our secure work from home solution. And this is something that we developed in the last 2 years based on our platform that we had built for customer experience. And just to let you know, we are based in Singapore, and we have presence across a few countries and 200 plus employees around the world. Now, should I press here? Okay, sorry. So what's our platform core like? It's serves both customer experience as well as agent experience. And as you can see, our core center of the product is our Vision AI platform. That's our Terafy's Vision AI platform. And what we've been trying to do is identify customers using facial recognition, which is something that is part of the video KYC and some of the other things that we have deployed in this part of the world. And we are delivering self-service through video, as well as vision capabilities. So I'll show you some of the other use cases of what it means. And at the same time, when COVID happened, when the entire contact center industry had to go remotely, and that is where we introduced the same platform that enabled agents verification so that we could use the same facial recognition to identify agents. And at the same time, we used certain security requirements where somebody is trying to copy data from the screen. So we could detect all of that and block some of these data theft that could potentially happen. And we also enable supervisor and collaboration between agents and supervisor. And so those are our key portfolio of products and what we offer, just to let you know. And what I'm going to do is to give you a glimpse of some of the use cases that we have done. So on top of the screen that you see is a customer who's using a bank who was essentially had a lot of branches, and during COVID, they obviously had to go remote. So which means their branch tellers were moved to a contact center, and we enabled video to interact with branch tellers. So entire branch interaction was moved into a digital platform, and that we made that happen in few weeks to few months for these banks. And one of the telcos that uses our solution is delivering remotely even mobile subscription. And I can go and get a mobile as soon as I speak and swipe my card and get it done. So you don't really have to be physically present in a real estate. So that helped us. And recently we launched a video kiosk for Changi Airport. And so next time if you're in Singapore, you will find information counters using our product, using our tablet, where you can ask questions. You can select a language that you want to speak to a remote agent, and it's a video call. And you can find out where is the nearest money exchange or any of those counters. So those are some of the things that we've been doing in the customer experience space. Now, post-COVID, we as a organization pivoted to introducing secure and productive remote work, right? And the objective here is to make sure the agents and supervisors and your entire contact center are working as close to how you used to work in office, with all kinds of collaboration, all kinds of monitoring, all kinds of help that supervisor would provide to an agent. And that is something that we started doing with our existing platform. And what we did is we flipped the camera from customer to agent. So the camera monitors the agents continuously and makes sure there is no data theft that's happening, right? So we are delivering security, we are delivering as if they're working from office. That is the whole idea of this product. And this is something that in the last 2 years we pivoted using the same technology that we had. And what exactly does it do, this product? Is basically, it does remote security, facial biometrics. We have a supervisor in collaboration. And it also does emotion recognition. So it does find out, is the agent smiling while talking? Or is the agent just smiling if not talking? So they get more points when the agent is smiling while they're talking. So those are the metrics, and gamified the whole emotion recognition. And that has really helped some of the collaboration, some of the well-being of agents while all these agents are working remotely. So whole focus of this product is to make sure the agent's well-being and the supervisors and agents are collaborating, and supervisors have a bird's eye view of all these agents who are working remotely without compromising on security and productivity. That is the whole idea behind this product, right? Now, to go a little bit of deep dive, just to let you know, you might be wondering, does this product consume network bandwidth, or video has to be streamed out of the laptop to the server for us to analyze? So the answer is no. This is a completely edge AI platform, so which means it runs on your edge devices like a laptop or a PC that is agents are using from home or from anywhere. And one of the biggest challenges that you might have today is your network bandwidth to allow these agents to work from anywhere. So this is where we have been very, very careful, and we have made sure this is completely edge AI. And this is GDPR compliant. It tracks all applications that is running on the agent's device. And for example, if the agent is trying to copy data from a CRM screen where your customer's data is there, that is where we know that there is a potential data theft, and we immediately block the screen or we minimize the CRM. So these are some of the features that we have in this product. And again, if the agent goes missing, if the agent goes without locking the computer, goes away, the solution immediately finds and triggers action, which means it could lock the screen so that nobody else copies the data from your laptop while you're working from home or while you're working from different places. So these are some of the advantages that we have. And as I said, our objective here is protecting customers' personal data as well as agents' personal data. So this is completely PII compliant and GDPR compliant. So I'm trying to, okay. So we have a great case study, a success story with Everise, one of the BPOs who's using this product, close to about 500 plus agents. And they started with the POC. And this actually resulted due to a credit card fraud that happened in their contact center while they were working remotely. And that is the reason they started looking at our product and did a POC, and they have now gone live for last about 14 to 16 months. They're using this product. And to sum the whole situation, I also want to give you one of the last story that I have with this product is a bank in a developing country using our product allowed some of these agents to work remotely. Now, what you see on the left-hand side is our AI engine trying to detect mobile phones while they're trying to copy. Well, the agent is trying to copy data from the screen. So that is the whole objective of this product, right? Now, as you know, the AI engine is not perfect, 100%, right? It can fail. So we saw one of the failures that happened, and it was detected and raised by a customer saying, hey, this product is detecting a camera for something else. Now, what you see on the right-hand side is when we went in and saw the picture of what was being detected, we saw this person a lady working in a cow shed, and there is a lot of cows behind her while she's working using her laptop. So that was a very funny situation. But then, if you think about it, the cow's eyes were detected as a lens of a mobile. That was a problem that we had in our product. So our product thought that cow's eyes were Apple phone's lens, right? So our product blocked the screen and raised that as an issue. And we went in, and our guys found out that, oh, this is a false alarm. But then, what we've realized in this whole failure point is that I think we found our purpose, because this product is today enabling all these agents who are either have to come and struggle in Jakarta or any of the metropolitans like Manila or Bangalore, any of these places. They can work from their place of choice. I think that is the freedom that this product is allowing these agents to have. And I think that is where our developers and ourselves, we take immense pride in presenting this product, and I'm hoping that this would be the part of the business continuity plan or risk mitigation. And as I said, we have about close to 10,000 seats on this product as we speak, right? So this is something that we are super proud about, where we are enabling developing nations, contact center agents to work from anywhere without having to come to office, without having to struggle in the traffic jams that we have today. And hopefully the digital infrastructure will be ready for some of these remote work as well for contact center, right? So with that, this is my last slide. And I think again, whole core of our product or our company is to make sure we deliver employee happiness to deliver customer happiness, right? So that's my last slide. And thank you so much for great hospitality and the time that you have given me to present Tbcci for the Indonesia market. Thank you.
Managing agent well-being along with compliance, security, and privacy in a work-from-home
Thank you very much,
environment
Mr.
is a
Vinit
common
Nayak, for
challenge.
giving us an
It used to be
informative
simple
and
when we were all in the
comprehensive
office
presentation.
together, but now we need to remotely ensure agent well-being, manage productivity, and maintain agent and customers' right to privacy. Tetherfy's work-from-home experience can address these challenges just by using our privacy-preserving Edge AI solution on the agent's device. You can simplify and secure single sign-on, protect your agent privacy, protect customer data from any unauthorized access, proactively address agent health and wellness concerns, and enable supervisors to collaborate with agents in real time. Tetherfy's work from home is cloud-based that is optimized to minimize bandwidth usage and work offline with adaptive AI models. Talk to us now. We will demonstrate the solution and help you get started.
So, ladies and gentlemen, allow us to welcome our next speaker from Genesis, Mr. Alberte as Director, Financial Services. Mr. Alberte would present about reimagining the experience as service in the new normal. Various industries has been witnessing in paradigm shift and significant disruption to cater to consumer evolving needs. To meet the expectation, organizations need to reevaluate their transformation strategy and modernize quickly. In doing so, they need to adopt a people-centric approach built on the core principles of empathy and providing experience as a service that help the brand to deliver frictionless and connected customer experience, ultimately resulting in customer trust and loyalty. Without further ado, please welcome Mr. Alberte. Give the applause to
Hello.
Mr. Alberte.
Hello, good morning. Good morning. Cannot hear. Good morning, selamat pagi. Very good. All right, so thank you very much, and I'm glad to be here. Can we have a screen on? All right, so I'm sure that you know, right? So I wear batik, I'm from Bali. I'm from Bali. No? Okay. I'm from Malaysia, from East Malaysia, Borneo. If you know, we are neighbor. You know, Kalimantan and Borneo is in the same island, right? Correct? Okay, so I think today, because I think after my session, you probably have a good break, so I want to make sure that we all station and put your handphone down. I'm going to share with you something exciting today, and I'm representing Genesis, of course. So I want to share with you some of the insight about what the future of contact center and how it actually value you as a customer, all right? Okay, so how do you turn contact center into impact center is a topic I'm going to deliver today. All right, so let's go on, right? So I think if you look at today, most of our customers have changing, all right? Fundamentally, we look our customer is changing, all right? So, and we need to understand exactly where the customer is, right? So the word of empathy is underlying how we know our customer better, not just about from the process-wise, but actually go into a lot deeper about how much you know about a customer. Some of our customers did very well in serving the customer because they know who they are. And the benchmark or the best customer experience that they have will become the next generation of much better customer experience that they will serve the customer next. All right, that's why we apply the keyword empathy today. I'm going to share with you what do we mean by empathy. All right? Okay. So basically, if you look at the imperative that's happening right now, can we go to the next slide? Sorry. All right. So when we look at scaling the empathy, there's many ways for us to serve our customers. Traditionally, I think most of you in the contact center world, you are the expert. Am I correct? You are the expert. Right? Traditionally, we look at voice, right? And more in the thing about digital transformation, all the way into customer experience transformation, we see more and more digital became the fundamentally how we actually reach out to our customer. Especially you look at Indonesia, all right, in Jakarta, most of you actually putting our handphone right now, taking picture, right? For instance, we all using mobile phone. That's why digital is play a big part. And you look at a lot of digital bank in Indonesia, they start with digital and stay with digital. Am I correct, mister? Yeah? Yeah, Pak? So, however, we also see from the previous speaker is also a partner of Genesis. We're talking about employee as well, right? So how do you leverage your employee to serve their customer better? Because happy employee, happy customer. Very important, right? If the employee came in the morning, stomach ache, gets scolded by the bosses, he would not be happy to serve their customer. Betul nggak, Bu? Betul ya? Yeah. However, today you learn from every speaker all talking about analytics. That's why we apply analytics to automate, not just about automate your process, but to use analytics to serve your customer better. How you leveraging on empathy to really serve your customer better. And today, we're going to talk a little bit more about how analytics can help you to drive better customer experience. All right? Obviously, when we're talking about customer, it's not one size fits all. What you know about customer before may not be the same customer you know today. I think most of us, right, either you have an experience with the bank or insurance, you bought insurance product 10 years, 20 years ago, just like me. I bought my first insurance product 30 years ago. In my first job, maybe you think I'm still so young, yeah, because I use SK2. Not because I'm promoting SK2 lah, bukan skincare product. But when you look at that, right, if let's say I bought the first product, my first job, I think the young man there, you are very young, so probably you just started work. Am I correct? You have a nice skin also, not because I'm promoting SK2, but in your first job, you probably buy the first insurance product, maybe a simple product. Am I correct? Today, maybe 20 years later, you married, young children, but your behavior have changed. Your requirement have changed because it's not only protecting you, your family member as well. But the problem is, masalahnya, most companies think that they know you, but they know you 20 years ago. Itu masalahnya. Betul nggak, Bu? Betul ya? Ya. So we need to understand customer not about only the data you know, not about Jack. You know Jack, you jump, I jump. Remember Titanic, you jump, I jump. Right. So you know Jack long ago, but Jack now is very old. Leonardo DiCaprio, yeah? Oh, he's still very handsome lah. And I heard he got a new girlfriend. Betul kan, Bu? Pak, betul ya? You listen. The lady there. He got a young, you know that? I heard he never dated anyone beyond 25 years old. Betul tak? Betul, itu dia. So, the thing is, not everybody like Jack lah. Right? Maybe some other people like Albert, he don't like to date anyone. Of course, assuming I'm not married, maybe I want to date someone older. But everyone are different. But how much you know about Jack? Do you know about Jack 20 years ago, or you want to look at who really Jack is? I remember a lot of time when we're talking about contextual experience, we're talking about contextual is how much you know about customer today. Even though you actually acquired a customer 20 years ago or 10 years ago, even 1 year ago, 2 years ago before COVID, you think the customer have the same appetite. Because COVID, he don't travel, you think he's afraid of airplane. Bukan. Not because Garuda is not good, not because Singapore Airlines is better, but 2 years ago, people are afraid because of COVID. And you think they know? You think you know about the customer? Actually, not true. Today, everybody want to fly. But okay. Yeah? So, contextual experience, we look at social data. We look at the behavior profile, not just about the data you have in your system, not the data you have in your CRM system. Now it's different. So how we ingesting all this data to get to know the customer better? And that's the difference. Yeah? All right? So sometimes you get the data from third party, not because of you posting Instagram, your friend posted Instagram, and apparently, Ibu Yeni right now is in Paris. Oh, we learned that he's in Paris. And the photograph we saw he posted included a family member. Oh, Ibu Yeni last time 20 years ago is a single, now married with young children or married with children has finished, graduated. So that's how we look at all this data to serve you, their customer, better. All right? So it's easy than done, right? So what are the top issues that we see in banking or any industry that you are today, right? Fundamentally, we see digital is the brand to get a caring heart. I think more and more connectivity and that we have with a customer, we expect if you call a contact center, most of you are contact center professional. Am I correct? Hello? Hello? Do you hear what I asked? So because you are the contact center expert, you expect from the customer that you're providing what you call a meaningful conversation, correct? When customer call you, I don't think you like the customer repeating across multiple channels. You want to ensure omni-channel, single customer complaint, customer inquiry, get routed, regardless whatever channel customer use. Some of the customer may be very shy, they use chatbot. Some customer maybe not so shy. He call our contact center. Some customer say, I call chatbot, but chatbot cannot understand me. I call the contact center agent. Worst thing, the agent cannot digest thing. Maybe he complaining in chatbot 2-3 pages. You experience that? Sometimes you ask the thing in the chatbot, they don't understand. They're repeating the same answer over and over again. Betul nggak Pak? So this information get routed to the agent. And then immediately you call the agent, for example. You think agent know and they can digest fast enough what you write? Imagine an agent who are very smart, they go through the list, take them at least 2 minutes. But you think customer can wait for you? Enggak lah. Customer already starting complaint. That's why we always like to use the word, unhappy customer become what? Angry customer. Marah dia. Marah. Okay? That is why we need to understand how we're creating a meaningful conversation, and very important, every customer of us expect human connection. Because none of us, if you are upset, to talk to a robot. Betul kan? Even the robot so beautiful, but don't understand me, I also not happy. Okay? Some now robot got 2 eyes. Last time robot only satu mata. Betul kan? Now robot look like human, right? But the thing is, if they don't understand me, even with 2 eyes, beautiful, I also not happy. Betul nggak, Bu? Betul ya? Ya, itu dia. Alright, so number 2, we also looking how can we improve customer lifetime value? Because you have a customer also. You are my customer, but you also have a customer of yours. Because you want to continue upsell. Whether you're in a bank, whether you're government, you are manufacturing, you have customer of your own. But what you want to do is to make sure you continue the journey. You know, you want to make sure that you can upsell, cross-sell, and keep the customer with you. The longer, the better. Betul nggak, Bu? Betul ya? That's what we call customer lifetime value. So in order for you to provide a customer lifetime value, everything we do, whether a customer coming through a chatbot, you want to make it personalized. You want to make sure every word that they put in chatbot, you understand, you analyze it fast enough. For example, yeah, but I came to the office and then I feel not so well. I went to the clinic. I told the doctor, "Doctor, I have a stomach upset." You know what the doctor said? "Ngapa, I give you Panadol. Go home and sleep, tomorrow okay." But if I tell the doctor, I have a stomach ache, but it's already 1 week, I see 5 doctors already. Kamana tu, Bu? Bahaya kan? Wow, in this case, doctor getting worried, right? So, with the word say stomach ache, 5 doctor, 1 week, combine all this became serious. Kan? When this became serious, when the agent pick up the phone, he know to prioritize this customer problem. Betul kan? Just like doctor, they don't prescribe you drug anymore, no? Maybe he send you to hospital already. Betul nggak? Rumah sakit, we call it, yeah? Alright, so this is how we look at analytics. Really understand exactly and help the agent to do a better job. Yeah? So that's what we call personalized. You also want to make sure a customer who use your system is effortless. Imagine customer want to apply for a loan or buy a motorbike, mobile. Alright? So you have 3 agents, Nissan, Toyota, Honda. You go to Toyota, it's the best brand in Jakarta, but you need to fill up 10 pages. They say, "Hey, your pay slip enggak cukup. I need 20 years, 20 tahun of your pay slip." Bagaimana cari 20 years of pay slip? Enggak bisa kan? Right? So you make it so difficult for me to apply loan. Come on, let's go with the other one. Because they only expect me to provide maybe 6 months is enough. Right? So that's why it's called effortless. You want to make it easy for people to do business with you. But more importantly, it must be memorable. Today, I'm standing here. You listen to what I say. If this is exciting to you, you go back, you remember who is Albert. Correct? That's why it has to be memorable as well. Because it's not memorable, it means nothing. Okay? Single bad experience you have, you will go and spread across 10 customers and say you have a bad experience. All right, that's very important. Right, so everybody wants a super apps, correct? However, whether these super apps are able to cross multi-channel to provide you an omni-channel. I'm working with many banks, all right? So the bank said that, hey, if customer complain, I don't want people to call an agent. I wanted within the apps, we are able to solve customer problem on the apps. All right, so that's what we call super apps that is integrated across multiple digital device. Last but not least, right? We also talking about green IT, right? So that's very much what we see is happening today, right? So it's how we apply empathy is to listen, to really understand the customer desire, and then go to the action. All right? Okay, let's go to the next slide. All right? So I want to tell you a story. Basically, Genesis has a very, you may thought that Genesis is traditionally as a contact center provider. However, we have evolved and we're transformed, and we are now the leader when it comes to customer journey analytics, right? So you can see on the left-hand side is all the data we can ingest into the system. All right, so the data that we're ingesting here is not just about contact center data. It could be data from social media. I remember I talking to one of the digital bank in Indonesia. He told me that, wow, it's overwhelming because someone is talking about our service is so poor and they put into a TikTok. You know, last time we took in Facebook, you can trace, no? But TikTok, they route and share to 1,000 times. And then this 1,000 times, how you trace, and you need to respond quick, you know? Because you don't respond quick enough, what happens? It will cannot be controlled, all right? So all these data coming in, and we ingest it through Apache Kafka streaming technology, and then it comes to the technology called pointer list. So point is allow you to actually ingest all this by looking at the event. I give one example. Many months ago, there's a big incident in Singapore, all right? So in fact, I was one of the victims. In the early morning, 8 o'clock, I'm trying to do a fund transfer. When I click on fund transfer, somehow the system is unstable, all right? So I click twice, submit. And then after I submit the second time, the whole thing just black out, okay? So when the thing whole black out, they prompt me to key in my user ID and password because it cannot recognize my face. So I key in the password, first time, fail. Second time, fail. Third time, you won't do it. Why? Kenapa? If I third time I do it, what happen? You lock my application kan? Betul kan? And very troublesome lah. Kalau kena lock, harus telefon contact center to unlock. Susah. Okay? I think we all experience that. But the thing is, I keep on trying. The problem is, the bank didn't inform me what happened. I have experienced before. I tried to click 2 times, and the bank deducted the money twice. 4,000 Singapore dollars, 2 times. I called the bank, can you refund me the second because I paid for my credit card? They said, cannot, Pak. So you just spend more the next month. Alamak. You know, Malaysians say, alamak lah. You pusing lah Indonesia. Okay, pusing, bu ya bu. All right. The thing is, after 1 hour later, I got the news from Channel News Asia. Kita tahu ya, Channel News Asia di Indonesia juga ada ya. Betul nggak? The Channel News Asia broadcast there's something wrong with the bank. Okay? So what happened? By then, if you are a physical bank, no problem. You can go to the ATM machine and check whether your balance get deducted kan? Or you can actually go to the ATM machine. Betul kan? If this is a digital bank, like Alo Bank, C Bank, all right, any bank that do not have physical branches, assuming, yeah? So what happened? Habis lah. So you call the contact center, nobody answer your call. So the contact center actually spiked. I remember I was in Vietnam just about a week ago. The contact center head told me that we have a spike in terms of call. We have 11 million customers, 11 million, yeah? And we have a call in that day coming in 22,000. And that is the first call. And subsequently, you know, every customer who call up, they actually call 2.5 times. So with 2.5 times is 66,000, assuming you have 20,000 calls a day. But the thing is, they called up the vendor, say, hey, you know, I cannot support this amount. Can you increase the license, temporary license for me? What about server? Okay, let's find a server. But kenapa? I look back, yeah. You know what? There's no agent behind me to support me. I only have 150 agents. All right? The issue here can be addressed. Let me tell you how. So when the call spike, in fact, they try to look at event and try to understand why the call spike. Right? 22,000 calls in that same day is a lot. But you only 150 agents to support the customer. How many agents can you get on the same day if you're facing this problem? But the problem is temporary, yeah? You buy the server, you buy the temporary license, you recruit the agent assuming you can, but tomorrow, problem solved. So what happened to your agent? You want to look at BPO, do they have people for you on the same day? Nggak bisa, kan? You know that it's not possible. So what if, when the call come out, we know what exactly happened. The missing part is about the action, okay? So immediately when this thing happened, I will inform the engine to fix the problem. At the same time, I should inform my customer near real time. All right? So now customer know exactly what happened, because a lot of time, we call the contact center agent, the agent also not been told what happened. Yeah? When the agent pick up the call, the customer is complaining, I key in 2 times, do you actually deduct my money 2 times? The agent don't know how to answer. When the agent do not know how to answer, what happened to the customer? The customer will keep asking, from 5 seconds or 30 second call resolution became 20 minutes. Because the agent keep on saying, maaf pak, maaf bu, for 10, 20 times. But the customer still cannot accept the answer. The customer say, hey, you are the agent, you are the bank, how come you don't know what happened? Betul nggak pak? All right? So now, with this incident, I will be able to inform the agent very quickly so they know how to answer, so that the next call coming in, the agent can support after 30 seconds. Because very simple, you tell the customer, we are facing unexpected problem. we will make sure that when it's up, we will inform you, you promised callback, you better do. But when customer heard this, typically, just like any one of you, when you call up the contact center agent because of some problem, you think that problem only happened to you. Betul tak? Because you think that thing happened to you, you became anxiety, you takut, you became very worried. But when an agent telling you that you are not the only one, because everybody is facing the same problem, you will not call again, correct? Because you are not the only one. It's a human. Just like us, we are worried that it was us, the only victim. Yeah? So with this, at the same time, we can send a message to the CRM system. The CRM are able to inform the agent. We will get the CRM system to actually send a notification to the customer what went wrong. And I can also put in a pre-login screen when Abu just about to come in and call up. Abu know exactly, hey, system is wrong. Don't do it now. Don't do the transfer now. So this is exactly we're talking about customer journey analytic and orchestration. So in the middle that you see there is basically using Apache, using a graph database, GraphDB, to help you to map the entire customer journey and then send directly to system engagement and others as well. Okay. All right, so the next slide, you can see that from aggregate the data, analyze it, and last but not least, we're talking about action here, right? So a lot of time we are missing this action. I'm sure either you are bank or non-bank or insurance, you know exactly what happened. You also know exactly what causing the problem from happening, all right? But the problem is we didn't inform our customer in time, okay? All right, so the next slide, this is another one that we're looking at here, is about how you actually create, customer journey is not created, it's actually get discovered, all right? Okay. All right, so let me play this video to give you an example about conversational banking so that you have a good idea about how we actually can be proactively engaging with our customer. Can we have the sound, please? Can we have the sound, please? Earlier on we tested, right? Can we have the sound, please? Hello?
Zen. Messaging is a continuous conversation that is...
Can we go back the slide before and do again, please? Yep. Let's start again.
Today's customers demand fast, personalized communication and 24/7 availability. While customers are busy juggling their personal and work-related responsibilities, their needs are shifting to means of communication that are independent of time and place. This is where messaging comes in. Messaging is a continuous conversation that is always available and does not require an immediate response. This allows customers to engage with the bank on their own terms without having to wait for an available advisor. A large number of customer questions are handled by the virtual assistant, offloading some of the volume advisors are facing. Only when the virtual assistant is unable to answer the question, the customer is directly connected to the most suitable advisor for help. This allows advisors to manage their time more efficiently and focus on what they do best, providing excellent customer service. In the next example, we'll see a customer who wants to register his club for Rabo club support. The virtual assistant asks the customer some questions to determine how to help. Because the virtual assistant is unable to handle this specific question, it directly connects the customer to an available advisor. However, the customer is distracted by other obligations and logs out of the Rabobank app. Luckily, messaging keeps the conversation available and allows the customer to view or resume the chat at any time, even after business hours. The conversation history is always available, so the customer does not have to repeat information and the advisor rarely has to answer the same question twice. The next business day, the customer is reconnected to the same advisor who responded to the question the day before. This makes their service more personalized and enables advisors to resolve issues in less time. Messaging boosts the customer experience and enables employees to provide excellent customer service. Let's build the future now. Rabobank.
All right, so this
Conversational
is
banking.
what the video that produced by our customer called Rabobank. All right, so they use this to actually help the internal team
Today's
understand
customers
exactly
demand fast-
what is the next slide, please. Yeah. Okay, so the other part I want to share with you just to conclude a couple of things, and we also see branch is starting to evolve as well, right? So in fact, during the crisis, a lot of banks is starting to get the branch to also acting as an agent. This is one of the customers that we have in Southeast Asia. When the calls picking up spike, they're actually converting some of the agent, I would say that the teller, putting the headset, became the advisor. Don't call them agent, because they're advisor, because they are knowledge worker. If you look at these statistics, right, a lot of the Indonesian client is using mobile, right? Okay, so this is how we look at channel that transforming from branch into mobile, all right? But don't forget, we still have generation in Indonesia who still like to use the branch, especially for complex product, okay? I don't think you want to apply a loan, okay, through everything digital, especially for complex loan, SME loan, personal loan, right? So that's why you see branch is still relevant in this case, right? Especially when you look at some complex kind of instrument. And you can see that this is a picture I taken just over last weekend. You can see the branch is full of people. It's not just about older generation people. We still have a lot of young generation people still like to go to the branch, whether you like it or not. Especially Indonesia, especially Asia, we like the human touch. You know, I don't want to see a robot. I still like to talk to a human because I want to get confirmation, right? Sometimes you buy insurance online, you are happy, but up to a point before you submit the button, you like to talk to Ismail, you like to call Ibu Yeni just to confirm, all right? Because there's many fraud going on around, so you want a confirmation, all right? So that's why we see branch and customer service is still relevant here, right? Especially complex journey that we see here, branch is still relevant, okay? All right, so this is my last slide I want to share with you, and thank you so much for your attention today. As you can see that the thing that putting Genesis, #1 in the cloud contact center, #1 in Forrester and also Gartner report. Why #1 in cloud contact center? This is coming from Gartner. The next slide. One click again, sorry. This is the latest report in August 2022. Why we are #1? Because we never stop innovating. And we talk in passion, we believe in empathy. With that, thank you very much, and thank for the crew.
Thank you for Mr. Alberte, and please everyone give some applause for Mr. Alberte. Thank you very much for such an informative presentation. And now we move to the next session.
Okay, ladies and gentlemen, we're going to the next session, and allow us to welcome our next speaker from Talk Desk, Mr. Augustin Du Pairat as a Regional Vice Manager ASEAN. Talk Desk help companies deliver a better customer experience. We are innovative, creative, and challenge the old status quo in order to help our customer thrive and grow. Their products such as omni-channel engagement, workforce management, customer experience analytics, and so on. Mr. Augustin will present about how contact center as a service can deliver greater customer engagement and loyalty. Without any further ado, please welcome Mr. Augustin.
Thank you. All right, so Selamat pagi Indonesia. Nama saya Agus. Saya orang Perancis. Do you know me? Who knows me? Can you please stand up if you know me? If you know me, can you stand up? You know me. Stand up, stand up. If you know me. Come on, there's more people. I've been to Jakarta many times. Maybe you don't recognize me because I'm a bit bigger now. That's the reason why, right? But I was judged in the competition for the ICCA many times. And I'm always very happy to be in Jakarta, in Indonesia. I think this event is the best event in the world. So thank you, Pak Andy, for the invitation. Thank you for Indonesia to be so great country. So maybe you can see my picture over there is like, you know, beauty artificial intelligence picture, right? Okay? So I want to make you a promise before I make my presentation. My presentation is a very simple presentation. So I've been told all presentation need to always start with a promise. And the promise is we will talk about how you can deliver a personalized one-for-one conversation every time in your call center. That's my promise for today. My promise number one. My promise number two is that you will learn something about AI that you didn't know about this morning. And my promise number three is that we will have some fun. Okay? You want to have some fun? Come on. Some fun? Whoa, this is a difficult crowd. So, I also have gifts for you. Gifts for you, right? So I think that before we start, I only have like 25 minutes, but I want to make 3 little games with you, right? 3 little games. And my game is going to be, we're going to make 2 teams in this room, okay? We're going to make 2 teams in this room. This team is a team talk, and this team is a team desk, right? And we will make 3 competition, and we will see who wins, right? So as you know, there are 5 senses, but today we will test 3 senses. First, we test the eye, then we will test the ear, and then we will test the taste, the voice, right? So let's start with first visual competition. So I want everybody to stand up. Can you please stand up? Stand up, stand up, stand up. And I want you to face each other. Face each other. No. Face the other team, right? This is a team talk. This is a team desk. This is enemy, right? So face each other, face each other. And the first game will be, I want you to make as much movement with your hands as you can. It's for visual. So you have to be as impressive as you can with your hand. Like make like this, whatever, So we will start with the team talk, and we will see if they can make very big impression or not. And then we'll do the team desk. So team talk, what you have to do is make very big movement for making them scared, okay? All right. Are you ready? Tida, dua, satu, go! Make movement. Come on. Look at that. Are they scary? Are they scary? Scary?
No.
Not scary. I'm sorry. All right, let's try again. 3, 2, 1, go! So it's a bit difficult, right? All right. Team desk, I want you to be doing the scary movement that you can. Most scary, okay? 3, 2, 1, go! I'm sorry, I think they win. All right. First prize, are you ready? Who is going to catch the ball? Wait. Whoa, good job. All right, we're going to do more games later, but that was the first game. Now I have to make some serious presentation first, okay? Please sit down. So, is this working? I think I broke this. All right, so first, I will talk about Contact Center as a service, right? So, Talk Desk, we are one of the leaders in the Contact Center as a service space, but there is a lot of other players in it. And what you can see is that all of our industry in this room is moving from contact center on-premise, contact center equipments, to contact center on the cloud. So everybody knows that the cloud is something very important, and it's getting more and more important. Today, I will tell you why it is important. Because I think that if you don't know why, maybe you have some hesitation, right? People talk about cloud, but why? Why they talk about cloud? Why is it important? So we will start talking about why it is important. Then we will talk about artificial intelligence and how you can implement very simple steps for artificial intelligence in your call center. And 3, I will just talk a bit about TalkDesk and what we do, because, you know, I work for TalkDesk. So, first, when you look at the contact center as a service, why is it important? So, I don't know, can you read? It's very small letters, right? So I'm just going to guide you through what is the difference between the on-prem and the cloud contact center. Why is it important? What problems can you solve? So the problem number 1 is CapEx. So typically when you buy equipment, you have to pay a lot of money upfront. In the cloud, you don't pay upfront. Everything is by usage, by per month. So you only have OpEx kind of expenses. It's much easier to buy. Point number 2, when you have on-prem call center, you have limits in terms of the scale. So if you want to grow or if you want to shrink, it's very difficult because you have some equipment that you have in your premise. When you buy for the contact center on the cloud, it's what we call elastic, meaning it can grow very far and it can be very small whenever you need it. So for example, in this country, one of the very large e-commerce company that you probably use every day, they use TalkDesk and they have seasonality with TalkDesk, meaning that whenever the season is getting higher, they automatically have a lot more seats, a lot more agents. And when the season is lower, they have a lot less agents, for example. Very easy to do. Deployment. Also, deployment in the old world, in the past, deployment is very complicated. It takes maybe 6 months, 1 year, 2 years to deploy a sophisticated contact center. For TalkDesk, we have customers that in the morning, they sign the contract with us, and in the evening, they are live with everything. Because in the cloud contact center, everything is pre-built, so it's all about configuring. Configuracy is nothing you don't implement, you just configure. And all the integration, they are just click, click, click integration. Everything is pre-built, so much faster. A very complex project is maybe 1 month, 2 months, that's it. And you work with MVP1, MVP2, MVP3 to improve on what you do. The location also is a different story because we are always in the cloud. Then you have the ability to be with agents anywhere. So maybe you have, phone calls coming from 200 countries and going to 200 countries. It doesn't matter. When you are in the cloud, you just need to have access to the internet, and then your agents can be there. So of course, also for home location, it's much better. Upgrades. For the cloud, there is no upgrades. Everything is completely automation. So every time there is upgrade, it's automatically in the cloud. And last but not least, custom integration. So in the cloud, everything is pre-built. So those are the main, 6 differentiation between on-premise and cloud. 1, the way of buying. So do you need money upfront or you pay per month? 2, scale up, scale down. 3, complex or simple implementation. 4, you can do it from anywhere. 5, you have updates, which is automatic. And 6, you have the built-in integration. My clicker doesn't work. Oh, it works. All right, so did I click too fast? Sorry, I'm going to click again. My cloud remote control is difficult. All right, so now I just want to talk about TalkDesk a little bit. So TalkDesk, you can see we have the stand at the back. Color is purple. My shoe also purple. My colleague's shoe also purple. So we have a few differentiation. The first one is our architecture is the most simple of all the architecture on the market, meaning that we have the most efficient system compared to everyone else. Two, everything we do has a lot of artificial intelligence in it. Now, somebody here will say, is your technology working in Bahasa Indonesia? Right? And the answer is yes, everything I'm talking about is working in Bahasa Indonesia today. So if you want to see it, we can prove it to you. Single pane of glass. So Talkdesk is very famous because we have a lot of designers that make the interface for the agents, for the supervisor, very beautiful, very easy to use, and unified. And last but not least, we are a click no code company, meaning no need for complex integration, no need for complex IT, no need for complex anything. You just put it there, you configure, and it works. But what is a real differentiator for the cloud contact center is what we call feature velocity. For you, it means speed of innovation. So if I look at the Talkdesk, innovations year after year, you can see it's accelerating. Why is it accelerating? Because we have 2,500 customers using the same platform. And because they are using the same platform, we get inspiration from customer maybe in Silicon Valley, customer maybe in Sweden, and then automatically the customer in Indonesia automatically has the innovation. So we have half of the company that only works on improving the product, and what this means is every month you have new feature, every quarter you have big innovation, and a lot of them, they are AI related. So most of you should be thinking, AI is very complicated topic, right? Because it's kind of mysterious, it's kind of, nobody really knows how it works inside. Today, I'm going to introduce you to a framework to understand how to use AI. But before we do that, sorry, my clicks are bad. But before we do that, I want to make a second game. Are you ready for a second game? Yeah? All right. This is going to be my team talk again, and this is going to be my team desk. Remember? This time, I want you to make noise with your hands and your feet, right? So, example, you can do this. Or you can do this. Or you can do this. Or all of it, okay? So we are going to test the sense of touch with another prize. All right, can you please face each other? Can you face each other a bit? Face, face, face. Second competition, the competition about touch. Are you ready? We're going to start with team desk this time, right? Because, for fairness. So team desk, please stand up. Please stand up. And you need to make as much noise as possible in any way you can. Any way you can. You can make, and remember, you have to make them scare, right? The goal is you make them scare. Are you ready? Team desk, make some noise! Come on, come on, come on! Woo! All right, all right, all right. Thank you, team desk. All right, team talk. You think you can do it? You think you can do better? Please stand up, team talk. Please stand up. And I want you to be as loud as you can. In 3, 2, 1, let's go! Whoa! I'm sorry, I think that team is a winner. I'm sorry, guys. You were good in the first competition, but second competition is a ball for you. Who wants a ball? Who wants a ball? Oh, look at him, look at him, look at him. All right, let's go! Whoa! It was a miss. All right. Oops. Did I put my clicker somewhere? Sorry. All right, so with the COVID, I think a lot of things changed for us. First, working from home is the norm, new norm, right? So we saw, like, for example, from Tbcci, now we are, agents are working from home by force, right? Because no choice. You can't always go to the office. But also, you are educated from home and you are shopping. And I just wanted to share about 3 examples of customers that went on the cloud contact center that do those things. So for the online schooling, there is a company called EF English First that actually is a Talkdesk customer. And those guys, they are one of the largest English-speaking school online. So during the COVID time, if you wanted to learn English, maybe even now, if you want to learn Bahasa English, you can go online and go to EF English First, and then you will see that they are, a very nice customer service virtual setup. And they have customers in 20 countries using all the service to learn English and supported by TalkDesk. Number 2, who likes to do online shopping? Online shopping? You don't like online shopping? No online shopping? Online shopping? She's like, sorry, no speak English. Online shopping? Online shopping? All right, so who likes luxury online shopping? Luxury, here you go, luxury. All right, so take your browser and go to farfetch.com. Farfetch.com. This one is luxury online shopping worldwide, best brands, powered by TalkDesk, right? And who likes to watch television online? Online television. Disney Plus, Netflix, HBO. So one of the one I just said is also TalkDesk customer. So, and they actually implement the whole of TalkDesk within 3 months. That's it, worldwide. So now you can imagine the difference. Right? So when I look at, for example, Farfetch, if you talk to an agent in Farfetch, everything you say is analyzed by artificial intelligence and is written on the screen of the agent. And every knowledge article that corresponds to what you say will pop up for the agent, as an example. Very powerful stories. I'm just going to go a bit quicker on this one. So what you can see now is that because the company have relationship remotely, is no more the branch anymore, right? It's a virtual relationship. The impact of the customer service on the brand is extremely important. The customers, they are only seeing you from remote, so you need to make sure that all of your brand value and your brand equity is embedded in the way you are doing customer service. When you use things like call center on the cloud, you actually have the speed of innovation to always follow your customer where they want to be. And you can make sure that all your brand attributes and your brand value is always followed, which is very new. Okay, let's talk a bit about, oops. I'm really clicking, I promise you. Let's talk about artificial intelligence. So a lot of people here, sorry, who is an expert on artificial intelligence? Raise your hand. Who is expert? No one, 0. Cool, perfect. I think no one is really expert. I think it's very difficult technology, very complicated, but the big question is, what do I do with artificial intelligence? Why is it important to talk about it? In TalkDesk, we have a framework, which we call the Jobs to be Done framework, for call center to simplify the thinking about artificial intelligence, right? And there are really 3 things that we want to enable, that we want to create, that we want to do with artificial intelligence. The first one is, we want to increase the self-service rate. Okay, in this room, who wants to increase self-service rate? Nobody? Automation? You want to increase automation? Nobody? No one? Oh, she wants to do self-service. 1 person. Good job, good job. So the problem with self-service is, in many cases, the customer don't like it. So you need to create the very nice experience to increase the self-service rate. And that's what artificial intelligence helps you doing. Point number 2, you want to identify the cause of customer issues. So you want to use artificial intelligence to understand your customer better, so that you can make some decisions using the data as to why is your customer feeling that way after the experience. Okay, who wants to identify the cause of customer issue? Who wants? No one? Are you in the right conference? Who wants to know the customer better? You want to know? You want to know? Some timid hands here? Okay. I think automation, some people like it, some people don't like it. Maybe the big boss like it, but you don't like it. But know the customer is something everybody wants, I think. Point number 3, AI can help the agents to solve the problems of customers faster. Who wants to help the agent to solve the customer faster? No, everybody, come on, everybody, come on. We want to help the agent, right? I like that. Somebody here is like, maybe, little bit. So what can we specifically talk about when we talk about those three topics? Well, the first one is, sorry, I'm clicking. Sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't. Interesting. Oh, here you go. The first one. Oh, am I right? Am I right? Come on. I don't. You know, it's like with my television at home. I don't know where to click. I click here. I click here. Click here. Click here. Ah, here you go. All right. So, talking about increased self-service. Very simple. What are the ways that artificial intelligence help for increased self-service? Well, first point number one is with artificial intelligence, you can use the voice print of customer to authenticate customer. So that's what we call identity. So it's about identifying customer with no agent. You don't need any human. You just use the voice print of the customer using the artificial intelligence. The point number two for increased self-service is the usage of self-service portal. So you bring knowledge from what the call center is doing to the customer straight away using your website. So you use a loop of knowledge that you push to the customer constantly so that the customer can have all the information all the time. And the point number three is virtual agents. So voice bot, chat bot, things of that kind of nature. Right. That's our first point, how you can do the increase of self-service automation. Point number two, here you go, identify cause. So in the case of TalkDesk, for example, every single call is recorded and every single word that is pronounced is classified using automatic quality management technique, right? So everything you say, the sentiment is analyzed, and we are creating then reports that help you know everything that was said by any customer that went into the contact center. Obviously, from that point, you can create correlation, causality, and you can understand why are customers happy or why are customers not happy. And you can go into the detail to solve all the problem. I don't know where to click. Oh, here you go. Sorry. And last but not least, I want to talk about how can we help the agent. So I give you the example of Farfetch earlier. Farfetch, they are using that technology called Agent Assist. So Agent Assist, what does it do? It's actually transcripting all of what the customer say in the screen of the agent. So the customer will say, I want a new credit card, I'm happy, I'm not happy. And it transcribes in real time in front of the agent with analysis in real time of the knowledge, so the keywords, the emotion, and so on and so forth for the customer. The other example of how we can help the agent is actually Guardian. So Guardian is all about cybersecurity, which is about saying, are you really the customer, or are you really the agent, or like helping keeping the agent safe from scam and fraud and all those kind of things. All right, how much time I have? I think he's going to show me that I have not much time left. So I want to do so this is actually the overall portfolio of TalkDesk for artificial intelligence. And you can see that we have a lot of different options here, from the self-service to helping the agent to, fighting fraud or any of those kind of things. So as a bit of a conclusion, I want to do my third challenge for you, which is going to be the voice challenge. All right? So let me tell you what the voice challenge is going to be. So team talk here, I want you to shout very strongly, talk, as strong as you can, right? And here is a team desk. So they will answer desk, right? As strong as you guys can. Does that make sense? And then we will just try to make a bit of ping pong to see who is the stronger one. We'll do it 3 times. Are you okay? Are you ready? All right, careful because I have another prize, right? So you can win. All right, can everybody stand up? Let's do it. The last one for the day, until the lunch. All right, we're gonna start with team talk. Team talk, can you shout talk? I couldn't hear. Can you shout talk? All right, team desk, can you shout desk? Team talk, can you shout talk? Team desk, can you shout desk? Can you shout talk? Can you stand up? Can you stand up? Can you stand up? Thank you very much. That was Augustin Dupierre for Talk Desk. All right, I hope you have a bit of fun. I think they are winning this one. I'm so sorry. Who wants the ball here? Who wants the ball? Who wants the ball? Look at that. I'm going to send it like here. Woo. Whoa, that's very good. All right, thank you very much.
Thank you very much, Mr. Augustin, for the presentation. Mr. Augustin, you can stay at the stage. Yeah. And we invite all the speakers today and Bapak Andi Anugrah to come to the stage, please. We invite all the speakers today and Bapak Andi Anugrah to come to the stage, please. Miss Juliet Lee, please.
Miss Juliet Lee, please come to the stage.
Baik, untuk yang pertama saya persilakan Bapak Andi Anugrah untuk dapat memberikan sertifikat kepada Ibu Wani, dipersilakan. Untuk Avaya, dipersilakan. Ibu Wani kepada Vinet, dipersilakan. Ibu Wani menyerahkan kepada Mr. Albert. Untuk selanjutnya, Ibu Wani menyerahkan kepada Mr. Augustin from Talk Desk. And the last, Bapak Andi Anugrah menyerahkan kepada Ibu Wani from Bank BCA. Please give applause to all the speakers today. And we can take a photo together, please.
Kita berikan tepuk tangan sekali lagi yang untuk para pembicara kita hari ini. Thank you for all the speakers today. Bapak Ibu hadirin sekalian, rangkaian acara Conference and Exhibition hari ini masih akan berlangsung hingga sore nanti. Ada pembicara lainnya yang akan membawakan materi yang juga menarik, diantaranya dari Icon Plus, Verin, Nice, serta akan ada 2 sesi diskusi panel yang akan menghadirkan Cisco, Poli, Pintaco, Prosa, Exhotel, JDID, BTPN, dan FATS.
Dan juga serta akan ada lucky draw dan hadiah lainnya yang akan dibagikan kepada seluruh peserta conference yang terpilih di akhir acara sesi nanti. Jadi pastikan Bapak Ibu semua dapat menyimak acara hingga selesai.
Bapak Ibu hadirin sekalian, saat ini kita akan istirahat selama 1 jam. Kami persilahkan kepada Bapak Ibu untuk menikmati hidangan makan siang yang telah disediakan. Dan selama jam makan siang, Bapak Ibu juga dapat mengunjungi setiap booth sponsor karena terdapat merchandise yang telah disiapkan.
We will take a break lunch for 1 hour and start again at 1 p.m. So enjoy the dish everyone. Thank you.
Dan kami harapkan Bapak Ibu dapat kembali ke kursi masing-masing tepat pukul 1 siang. Terima kasih.
Baik, ada informasi tambahan kepada seluruh peserta yang ingin menjalankan ibadah sholat. Musola terdapat di lantai 2, dapat melalui eskalator di belakang ballroom lift atau lift, sebelah kiri ruangan, dipersilakan. Terima kasih.
It's a phone call, an email, a chat session on your website, or a text message, Avaya OneCloud connects your customers to the best available employee at the time. Avaya OneCloud makes it easy for your organization to deliver an effortless customer experience across different devices and channels, be it voice, chat, email, SMS, and self-service automation, all while helping you to maximize employee and team performance. That said, great customer experiences are delivered by your incredible employees, not technology. And Avaya OneCloud helps your employees to provide these experiences efficiently. You can be set up and ready to go in hours, not days or weeks, which really helps you prepare for planned activities.